dog rubbed above your leg.
In your pants.
Fuck me, Gary. Fuck you too.
We need you to say,
I'm gonna come back to this place. Drawer's been practicing, but now he's just licking his retro microphone as if it's your face. Fuck you, Gary. Fuck you long time. Why'd you have to quit? We've got your name played on the set, and something, you cuckold little We'll bribe you with creamy Irish coffee shots and coupons for a gay spa where they'll rub you in suspicious ways like they do in Armada. Fuck me, Gary, fuck you too. Zoom in on camera 5. I'll even let you push my buttons on Fladge Rants Live.
Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Don't fuck us, Gary, don't fuck us true. Don't leave us in the lurch. We need your booming, raspy voice and your awkward stance on church. Gary's tender, fuck you, Gary. Come back before we all go mad. Come back before we find your wife and tell her you've been bad.
The following is for entertainment purposes only. Seriously, it's just a scripted fictional comedy show. These guys are not experts, doctors, lawyers, therapists, or even particularly well-adjusted. Everything you hear is opinion, exaggeration, sarcasm, or just plain nonsense. Any resemblance to real people, events, or Uncle Dave is purely coincidental and kind of hilarious. They are not responsible for emotional damage, cognitive dissonance, spontaneous enlightenment, or sudden urges to start a cult. Viewer discretion is advised, especially if you're prone to taking things too seriously. This is a late show. It's not for kids, your boss, or Karen from HR, who will be hearing about this, by the way. Side effects may include thinking, laughing, or yelling at your screen. Fladge Rants Live is filmed before a live studio audience.
The time is now 10:05 p.m. Ever notice how the smallest guy in the room is usually carrying everyone else's crap? Hi, I'm Gay, Airy, and welcome to Fladge Rants Live. Tonight we're talking tender, not the soft stuff, not the money. No, because that'd just be money too. Not feelings you ruin with one stupid text. No, a real tender. The kind that does all the work while everyone else gets the applause, the likes, the comments, and subscribe right down there. It's easy, free, and it's tender in more ways than one. First, the boat tender. The little shuttle between the shore and the big ship. You're on it packed like sardines. Someone's spilling sunscreen into the open bag of snacks. The captain is looking at you like, why are you here? That is a tender, the unsung hero that actually moves people. Without it, you're stuck on the dock wondering why you even left your apartment. Then the rail tension. Nobody writes songs about it. Nobody sings the tender's praises. But without it, the train does not go anywhere. It just sits there like a metallic cow in the field, smoldering and sad. Gary. Gary left because he was too tender to handle the heat. He is out there somewhere on shore, sipping tea, telling strangers he used to help a train run. Meanwhile, we are here shoveling metaphorical coal and trying to keep this show moving. Third off, the caretaker tender, the person who looks after someone or something or a machine, the guy who checks the zoo cages, winds the clocks, fills the vending machine. You do not notice them until they are gone, and then everything smells like teen spirit and despair. Tender is invisible work, unnoticed heroism, the quiet backbone of every system you depend on. Tender sneaks into your life in ways you do not even realize. The guy who refills the coffee machine at 3 a.m., the person who makes sure your lights stay on, the ship in the storm that never asks for thanks. The bartender mixes your drinks, smiles at your dumb jokes, and somehow knows you are going to order the same thing 3 nights in a row and judges you for it anyway. The bud tender grins behind a door like they are holding the world's happiness in a paper bag. And sometimes they are. The tender executive quietly orchestrates contract bids while the rest of us think paperwork is boring. A bridge tender lifts bridges for boats or trains, deciding fates with a lever and a weary sigh. There's a printing roll tender who balances giant rolls of paper like an industrial ninja, whispering threats to the press if it misbehaves. Commercial diver tender freezes wet and miserable for the glory of someone else. A water tender hauls liquid life like a mobile miracle worker. The machine tender whispers to roaring industrial beasts so your breakfast cereal actually exists. A belt tender keeps conveyors smooth and sticky free so your chips do not revolt. And now the most delicate, elusive, impossible to handle kind of tender, the tender pussy. That is Gary. Too tender to come back, wrapped up in the rules, not doing the simplest things without permission, not dancing around like a cat on a hot tin roof. He is out there somewhere letting his wife his life roll past while the rest of us do all the heavy lifting. Tender, fragile, gone. And if you are counting, yes, I am counting. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tender, keeping your life from falling apart. Meanwhile, Gary is at a window, and I swear the thing is closing. Is he sneaking in or sneaking out? Probably both, like some tender ghost in a drafty train station. Tender is everywhere. Boats, rails, caretakers, coffee machines, bar tenders, bud tenders, bridges, paper presses, underwater assistants, water trucks, machines, conveyor belts, all quietly hauling, pumping, and ferrying the lives of everyone else while we sit here eating, swiping, yelling at screens, and pretending we know what we are doing. Wrote a rap about it. Like to hear it? Here it goes. Boo, chicka, chicka, boo. Tender in the boat, tender on the rail, caretaker hums, the ship will not fail, bartender pours, bud tender grins, bridge tender lifts, the show begins, printing roll hums, commercial diver dives, water tender flows, keeping life alive, machine tender roars, belt tender spins. Tender is the hero no one ever glorifies but wins. I am Gay Airy, talking all things tender. From boats to belts, keeping your life from splinter. Bartender pouring shots while your ego surrenders. Bud tender grins while the sunlight splendor. Bridge tender lifting steel like it is your fate. Printing rolling papers bigger than drawers hate. Commercial divers freezing under waves of fate. Water tenders hauling life while machines gyrate. Machine tender whispering gears do not revolt. Belt tender spinning snacks like a cult. Caretakers humming quietly, nobody shouts. 8, 9 tenders keeping you on hold. And Gary at a window, too scared to show. Too tender to come back, too scared to go. wrapped up in ultimatums frozen in tow. Meanwhile, Drawer is here, spitting truth for the show. Now, let us take a cake walk through tender candy land. Imagine a bridge, tender in yoga pants, doing downward dog while lifting a 200-ton drawbridge. Meanwhile, a bud, tender whispers advice to a cactus because the cactus is sad and he doesn't know the difference between you or a cactus. Bartender is pouring your third creamy goo while judging the the life choices that led you to this exact moment, if we even have any choices at all. Wow, there's so many old show callbacks. Machine tender staring at a conveyor belt like it is Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 2, and your snacks are his heroes. Water tender spraying a fire while simultaneously feeding a farm and delivering a latte to a neighbor on a unicycle, naked, but the coffee is so good and the fire's out, so no one cares. Caretaker tender checking the zoo cages only to find that the chickens are unionizing. This is why we don't keep chickens at the zoo. Look it up. Printing roll tender rolling paper like a rolled bucket instead of a rolled wrap. Commercial diver tender waving from underwater like the surface is optional. Each of these tenders is silently screaming under their breath because nobody calls them tender enough for anything. The bridge tender lifts, the bartenders pour, the divers freeze, the belts spin, the coffee refills, and Gary. Gary is out there thinking he is keeping tender sacred. He is not. He is just hiding from the wife, the life he tendered. Too tender, 2-piece meal for $5. Too polite, too frozen by someone else's rules. Speaking of rules, remember last week on toast? Tender is the meat. Tender is the butter and the jam, the fragile crunch of bread under your fingers, and you barely noticed. Tender is the coin you did not get because someone else moved faster. Life is a series of tenders moving things for you while you blink and wonder why nothing works. That is the cruel, ignorant beauty of it all nowadays. And by the way, look at tender closely, spin it around, reverse it in your head, redden it, like some old horror novel, or maybe the universe just hates vowels. Redden it. Tender's keeping the world afloat, and somewhere in the back of your brain, the word is whispering, laughing at Gary for hiding behind rules. Redden it. Now imagine all the world's tenders simultaneously on a stage, each doing their job while the audience is just eating popcorn and tweeting insults. That is existence. That is your Monday. That is why I keep talking about tender, because it is heroic and it is all invisible except Gary. Yes. Gary is still invisible. And now, my friends, let us talk about the pinnacle of tender. Not boats, not rails, not even Gary as much as he thinks so. I am talking chicken tender, crispy golden angels of the deep fryer, the unsung real angels of the lunch menu, the greasy-fingered delight of every 8-year-old and 40-year-old pretending they are still 8. Chicken tenders are tender in name, tender in heart, tender enough to make you forget your wife. Your life is collapsing around you until you spill honey mustard down your shirt. That is tender, and that is obviously money laundering. And think about it, all the other tenders in the world, bartenders, water tenders, machine tenders, are doing actual work. But chicken tenders, they are the tender you eat, the tender you savor, the tender that makes you realize maybe your life is not so bad if it comes with a side of freedom fries. Gary would be too tender to reach for a freedom fry without permission. He is the guy staring at the menu whispering, is there swearing with this tender, while the rest of us are deep in a crispy, golden, saucy existential revelation. You cannot forget the dipping sauces. You can have your tender plain, but I like all kinds of dipping sauces. You got all kinds of dipping sauces. You got your ketchup, your mustard, your mayonnaise. your barbecue sauce, your honey mustard, your buffalo sauce, your hot sauce, your soy sauce, your teriyaki, your sweet and sour, your blue cheese, your sriracha, your Thousand Island, your tartar sauce, your chipotle mayo, your garlic aioli, your pesto, your Caesar, your vinaigrette, your hoisin, your plum sauce, your chimichurri, your peanut sauce, your mango chutney, your tzatziki, your wasabi mayo, your avocado crema, your gochujang, your ponzu, your white gravy, your brown gravy, your hollandaise, your béarnaise, your salsa roja, your salsa verde, your pico de gallo, your queso, your guacamole, your marinara, your alfredo, your curry sauce, your yogurt dip, your onion jam, your sweet chili, your Cajun remoulade, your lemon butter, your dill sauce, your cranberry sauce, your orange glaze, your maple syrup, your chocolate sauce, your caramel sauce, your strawberry glaze, your mint, jelly, your tahini, your harissa, your piri piri, your chipotle ranch, your ghost pepper sauce, your Carolina Reaper mayo, your bourbon glaze, your peach barbecue, your apple butter, your pumpkin butter, your fig jam, your jalapeno jelly, your bacon jam, your beet ketchup, your avocado ranch, your truffle aioli, your saffron mayo, your curry ketchup, your smoked paprika aioli, your maple sriracha, your honey chipotle, your garlic honey, your lemon aioli, your dill pickle ranch, your watermelon barbecue, your blackberry mustard, your lavender honey, your espresso barbecue, your pineapple habanero, your coconut curry, your strawberry balsamic, your blueberry ketchup, your peanut butter barbecue, your ginger soy caramel, your cucumber mint yogurt, your bacon grease vinaigrette, your popcorn butter ranch, your pickled juice mayo, and of course, your regular ranch. Chicken tenders bring the crisper flavor, the satisfaction, and somehow they are still tender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tenders, but this one bites back with strong flavor and tender. Picture it. A chicken tender running the rail line, ferrying passengers on a pretzel bun, a bridge tender suspended above a pool of barbecue sauce, a machine tender whispering to a fryer. It is absurd. It is not perfect, but it is tender. And Gary is missing it, too tender to come back and grab his wife, life by the basket. Chicken tenders are a reminder that even when the world is collapsing, even when your conveyor belt is jammed, your coffee machine is empty, and Gary is at a window too scared to enter or leave, there is still something in this universe so gloriously tender that you can bite into it and forget everything else for a few hours every Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And if these shows are numbered and you've been counting, yes, I am counting too. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little tenders, tender little Indian boys. That is the chant. That is the mantra. That is the reminder that while your wife, and I mean your life, is falling apart, someone somewhere is keeping your coffee warm, your conveyor moving, your train steaming, your bridge standing, and Gary is at a window sweating under rules that are not even his, wondering if he should sneak in, sneak out, or just stay gone forever. Tender, fragile. Oh. Let me drop this tender rapping one more time. My nuggas. Tender boat rocking life afloat. Tender rail pushing coal like a goat. Caretaker humming, fixing clocks, no joke. Bartender pouring creamy goo, you choke. But tender grinning, all is green on display. Bridge tender lifting the way, printing roll spinning, rolling paper rolls like a tender buffet. Commercial diver freezing cold water flows. Water tender saving farms is above, so below. Machine tender whispering engines alive. Belt tender spinning snacks like shows. Chicken tender golden, crispy, sauce and rose. Red knit. Red knit whispering what the heck? Nobody knows. 9 kinds of tender keeping the life from being fully exposed. So here's to the tender, all of them. every single one of them. Thank you for keeping existence from dissolving into complete absence. And Gary, the face of the show, is tender. Tender enough to face the show instead of hiding behind the ultimatum tendered. Now, roll the clip.
What's up, gays?
Dad.
What, you homophobe? Today we're going hard for Gay Dude History Month. Thought you'd know you look like the crocodile hunter. Starting off with my Matthew Perry impression. Just kidding, I can stand up in 3 feet of water. You know the difference between Ross and Chandler? One of them was a schwimmer. Boink!
I would be mad if Friends was funny.
Today we'll be making poolside McFlurry, a dish made famous by Irish international chef McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Today, in honor of Pride Month, we'll be using this grinder.
That's Splendor.
Not this month, it's not. The first ingredient that we need to put... Yo, fuck off with El Pulo Sticko. Did you be that close to the pool with your wheelchair? She's kind of hot, though.
Dad, can we just go to actual McDonald's?
Fuck that McDonald's. You look like a McFurry with that gator sex doll.
Got it from your room.
That's Horace. I tell you who's not in that helicopter. President of Iran.
Dad.
And Kobe.
Mama mentality.
Oh, I feel like Lizzo trying to get out of the ocean.
Dad, there were stairs over there.
Fuck those stairs. No, we're not going to meet Terry and you at fucking Chili's. Because last time I was there, I got a New York strip and they turned it into a Gaza strip. It was burned to a crisp. You know, fuck Terry. You know, your bitch mother said you might have to go to summer school.
No cap?
No gown either if you don't start studying. You look like the first ever summer school shooter. Ow, bomb pop cop. Oh, fuck. Hey, hola, amiga, para ti. Buenas gracias.
Dad, that might be a guy.
Very glad we're not using a kitty litter scoop today because I lost the ice cream scoop to my ex-wife in the divorce. I rinsed it.
We don't have cats.
This ice cream looks more melted than Ric Flair's face. Last time I saw something this white and misshapen, Meghan Trainor was in leggings.
Dad,
What? She's like Lizzo for white girls.
Lizzo is Lizzo for white girl.
Yeah, but this is vanilla, so. Last time I saw something this white and flat, it was Taylor Swift's ass. Just kidding, I can see this. How long is that goddamn teenager going to be pressure washing? Last time I saw that much pressure in teens, P. Diddy invited me to his pool party.
P. Diddy did not invite you to his pool party.
Fuck you, shut up. Oh, blue ribbon dick! Oh, this looks like the remnants of Freddie Mercury's butthole.
Dad, people like Freddie Mercury.
Liked, and I'm positive about that.
Jordan Jr. is wild, bro.
No, fuck off. Esta no bueno. Unlike McDonald's ice cream machine, ours works, hopefully. But just like McDonald's ice cream machine, I am broken.
Dad, are you using dating apps again?
No, I got kicked off the last one because apparently on Black People Meet, you both have to be black. Racist. Last time I saw this many broken buttons Chris Christie was putting on his shirt to go to Lobster Fest.
Is he a food critic?
No, I don't think he's critical of any food. His heart might be in critical condition. He's about to put the dye in diabetes. You know the difference between this pool and your mother? One has a fucked up pH balance, and the other one doesn't need a Liam Hemsworth movie to get wet.
The pool needs a Liam Hemsworth.
Our ice cream turned into Harvey Milk.
Who's Harvey Milk? Is he an actor?
And nobody got shot a lot. Jigger.
Dad, you can't say that.
Jigger, please.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Oh.
Hand me the fucking thing. Hey, what's up with your mom's friend Lisa? She looks like she's competing in the Summer Ozempics.
Still is.
Still eating the Klondike bars without the Klon. Touch my gator dog. Are we the Murdoch family? Because it's whites with liquor by the water. Also, my son's pissing me off because he keeps hitting me with the goddamn gator tail. Fuck. And now good solid contact.
Oh, no way. No way.
Oh my goodness.
How's he still standing? Rich, we haven't seen a lot in the first few holes to talk about. So,
Welcome to the show with actual live people. The portion of the show. He might catch one of those balls. Dude, I caught it right in front of his crotch. You can actually see. Of course, it's Facebook, so I can't zoom in.
What?
Now it has bounced off of him already. This is how long it takes pain to travel up and then back down. Look, it's bounced off of him. He still is completely unaware.
we have to show this again. And that guy is the toughest marshal I've ever seen. He hardly flinched, and he's still standing.
good solid
Hit
contact.
him right in the tender area.
Oh!
Fuck yeah. That hurt. Oh, wait. I went before it zoomed in.
No way.
Yeah, that's immediately after he got hit. All he's worried about is, did anybody see that? Did they capture that?
Oh my goodness.
How's he still?
Thinking it's bruised.
We haven't seen a lot in the first few holes to talk about.
That's funny.
We have to show this again. And that guy is the toughest marshal I've ever seen. He hardly flinched, and he's still standing.
He hardly flinched because it hurt so bad. His brain just shut down that portion of his body. So, what'd you think of that monologue? Chicken tenders. I got chicken tenders in the air fryer right now.
When did it change from foul to tender?
I don't know. Was it foul? You have to send me
That's
that
what
text.
somebody said quite a couple days ago.
Good news is foul content would still apply under tender.
Yay and nay. Would it?
I don't know. Does the topic really matter? The topic kind of fades away by about 10:30 anyway.
The topic kind of fades away when the host leaves.
Yeah, we got it.
You know how that goes.
Your little fucking podcast is worth it.
Maybe he'll come back. Gary, will you come back? Maybe we just didn't ask him. Is he that sort of person?
Wait, do you think that's
yeah, like, will you come back? He's like, sure, bleep.
Fuck.
He'll pop right on.
We didn't even ask him.
You never asked. You know what? You never invited me. That's what he'll say.
I know. We would ask him and he'd just be like,
okay.
I didn't get an invitation.
Right.
Why didn't I get an invitation? Do you even want to be on the show?
Oh, yes.
No.
You were right. I was wrong. I apologize. I'll be right back. I have to go find a new jabber.
He hasn't found his new jabber. Remember when he said that?
I'll be right back. I have to go find a new jabber.
I remember that. Yeah, it was his exact quote. Remember that day. Beautiful. I mean, so you're just trying to go heavy chicken then with the tender. I mean,
no.
The tender loving care of
anybody
of a husband towards his wife.
A shout out to my wife. That's great.
So my first thing was an offer I couldn't refuse, and we were going to go Italian Mafia, but then I was completely offended by the coverage. There's no authentic coverage. It's all completely bigoted, racist against Italians.
Authentic coverage of what? Italian Mafia?
Yeah.
There's an Italian Mafia right now?
I want to do a show about that, but I wasn't ready to give it
a show about the Italian Mafia? Yeah, we can go back to like having topics.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with anything at this point. Clear.
What if you just touch my penis? Why are you blowing up my screen, yo?
Tender.
Tender. Because as soon as you said touch my penis, I wanted to see what
you wanted to quickly
change
the subject.
Tender.
To kiss her tenderly on the cheek. To tenderly quit the podcast because of her.
So here's the thing. Whenever I look at these and I'm trying to zero in on what Gary would do in the old days, if it didn't have to do with religion, math, or the Greeks, I would scroll all the way down. So you're not even on the right page yet for the actual one. The one that has something to do about tending to things. Did you learn something though? I learned something. Did you know the tender is the name of the ship, that when you're on a cruise ship and you go to an island that it's too shallow that it can't pull up to port? You get on a tender and it takes you to shore and then back to the ship. And the little
tender boat,
the little car full of coal on the train is the tender car.
I didn't know that.
And
why?
The tender pussy
tends to things.
I don't know. I don't know.
Tender pussy? Is that Gary?
We will find out on the show. Yes, and then of course there's the tender pussy. That's the tender pussy of the show. Clearly the one who's. I mean, I'm here. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of his wife, my wife, the show, the repercussions. Maybe that's a fault. I think I went too far with my statement.
Doesn't happen that often.
Well, he says he was invited, but he wasn't invited officially. Maybe if we can make it loud enough, his earbud will start buzzing in bed and he'll get in trouble.
Right.
At this point,
we could call him.
I want to talk to Mrs. Gary. I'm starting not to buy it. I think she had him.
You think this is
I think it's him.
You think this is all
he's
fake?
just like, You know what? I just realized for the last 10 shows, I was just sitting in the little box in the upper corner watching my entire show anyways. So the natural progression or evolution or entropy,
the natural
if you
progression
will.
would be to join more.
Yeah.
Fix it.
I tried goading.
Fix it the other way.
I tried pleading. I tried mocking. I tried asking. I don't. At this point, I think I think it's my
Sexual
fault.
favor. You can
I
give
feel
a
like a
sexual
girlfriend.
favor.
I feel like a girlfriend broke up with me, and I'm like, nope.
You need to give him an incentive. Apparently, that's how he works.
An ultimatum. Yes.
Ultimatum. Yeah. Sorry, not incentive. Complete wrong thing.
See, the problem is I don't think if I existed or not, there's any stake and interest as opposed to like, I don't know, sex and living with and just utterly making your life miserable or happy as your wife can do. I have no stake in that game, so I have no incentive to give him an incentive. I have no carrot. I have no stick.
I did too, Brady.
I do have a dog.
Oh, I don't have a beer.
I should take that invite up, though, to go to dinner. I could probably find out a lot more sitting across, having a nice conversation.
I'm from the Wizard of Oz. That's a sleepy dog. That's a baby dog. That's baby. That's a smiley dog. That's another smiley dog. That's a rare South American flightless fruit bat. That's a dog.
Bats are so
That's a land
misunderstood.
seal. That's a spouted land seal. I don't know what that is. That's a lick-a-tongue Pokemans. That's Will Ferrell in a dog.
That's a diseased tongue.
Uncooked top ramen noodles.
I think that's called mouth cancer, oral cancer.
That's a fancy dog. That's a tiny scruff. And that's an even tinier scruff. And that's Wilford Brimley reincarnated as a dog. That's a dog. That's a velociraptor.
Nobody watching the show knows who
That's
Wilford
Blanche from
Brimley
Golden
is.
Girls in a dog costume. That's the king and queen of Dogtopia. And that's a black bean chalupa supreme. That's Mufasa's body
racist.
double from The Lion King.
If Mexican
Pretty
was a
sure
race,
that's Jack Harlow.
it's
That's
not.
an anxious kangaroo. And those are rare African pygmy gazelle. Yeah. Is that a dog? Part 3. That's a dog. And that's a dog. That's a dog under a tree. And that's 2 dogs on just one knee. Never mind. That's a ruppy on the ground. And that one's friends with Charlie Brown. That's a Zoomy
The
zebra.
ASMR dogs.
Now.
And this dog's thinking, where's the beef? That's a dog that's name is Henry. And I'm pretty sure that's Steve Buscemi. Those are tiny sausage guys. And this one has a squinty eye. That's a jumpy roly-poly. And that's a sentient cannoli. Is that a dog?
There's also
Those
a
are dogs.
fire tender. Wait, what would a dog tender be called?
I don't know.
A
Probably
dog,
tastes like
another
chicken.
dog? Or we got lots of chicken. So much chicken. So much chicken.
Tenderly.
Tenderly.
Tenderness.
No, that's not. We're not looking for
Tenderness.
Tender.
Tender.
We're not looking for kind or
Tender.
gentle, but by
Tender.
any means.
Tender.
Tenda.
Keep scrolling down. No, you got to
Nintendo.
keep scrolling down. There's more deaths. Deaths. We call them deaths.
Deaf.
There you go. A person who looks after something. That's what I was going for.
Soft,
The
not
meat
hard or
is
tough.
tender.
Sore, painful when touched. Loving, gentle.
Wait, later. Wait, what's that? That's nothing. That's nothing.
Tender.
Tender.
The fuck word is that?
Pseudo membrane.
Fuck are they talking about?
It's not really a
Later,
membrane.
there is resolution of the pseudomembrane, leaving a mucosa in the tongue, which is
Mucosa.
red. Tender and
Mucosa.
swollen. That was on that dog's tongue
Hold on.
earlier?
No, what? Go back. You had me at tender and swollen. I didn't care till you said that. Was it red? Tender and swollen?
PSUDO membrane.
This
pseudo membrane
segment of the show brought to you by Morgan and Morgan.
Tender.
And Adobe. Tinder. I've never used Tinder. Have you ever signed up for Tinder? I have never.
No. Do you have an account?
Nope. That's so far past my time. I
was almost going to sign up for one just for the sake of the show, just to scroll through. But
speaking of sign up, I did send a Dear Fladge letter to actual Dear Fladge, but I haven't. I'm going to check and see if I got a response.
Yeah, maybe we can send him one, and he'll read it back on the show. That'd be great.
I did. Yeah.
Did he respond?
I'm checking right now. I should have checked before. I just thought of it.
Interesting.
I got tons of sandwiches. I got tons of Sabina. I have no comments as always. We lost our clipper, so without clips, we're probably not gonna. All right, when did I send it? Like a week ago. Nope. So the fun thing is I don't think she replies to he replies. I don't think Fladge replies to let you know. You just have to watch the show and check to see if you were selected. I'm going to find it and read it, though. Did I read it on the show last week? I don't think I did.
Read what?
Read what, you say? I got the first one here. Dear Fladge, I've hosted a live podcast for years. It's my creative outlet, my therapy. Recently, my wife, let's call her Mrs. Host, gave me an ultimatum. I'm not allowed to host the podcast show anymore or divorce. Dun, dun, dun. She says it's for us, not her. And her reasoning is mostly because I'm preaching atheism among talking about many other topics. She's a Christian, and I also was a Christian when we met and wed. I am no longer a Christian. I want to respect her wishes, but I feel like this is too much for her to ask. The show is a piece of what I want to share and document with the world. It's only a few hours a week commitment, and I don't do much anything else as far as recreation or hobbies. I'm employed, responsible, and I fulfill all my duties as a husband. I'm terrified of losing either the show or my marriage. Is this a fair thing for my wife to ask? I have chosen to stop hosting the show currently, which is not making me happy. I discussed getting my wife's blessing so I can return to the show, but nothing. Is there anything you would recommend? Signed, Host in Exile.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of weird without reading a Dear Fladge without somebody to actually respond. See, since I read it, maybe.
That's what he says. Is there anything you would recommend?
No.
Have you tried a new recipe? See, it's just not as funny. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah.
You gotta be all bumbling and wearing a lab coat in order to have that kind of.
Breaking news, the Fladge Rants live show is currently looking for a third chair to fulfill the gaping hole in our show.
We're looking for a new host. If you want to host a podcast, this is it.
Yeah,
you got two
you
producers.
Could go right to number one.
Steer the ship. Yep.
Wouldn't even have to work your way up.
If you want to take number two, that's cool too. I don't know.
I would like to take a number two.
Huh.
Speaking of fire tender, this was me tending my fire over the week, and actually this was Thursday.
I liked it a lot.
Actually, no, this was Sunday.
That's not really
Saturday.
much of a. Those are embers. That's not a fire.
Yeah, this was late. We burned trees worth. There are definitely logs in there. Let me get to the logs. Let me show you the logs.
Speaking of number two.
The logs appear right about... Well, there's the logs. You can see the logs now. It's a fantastic fire. I singed the shit out of my grass, though, because we didn't want to cut the trees up, so we just threw them on there, dried and complete.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Just burn the center of them and then...
Yeah, when they break in half, you fold them in. Yeah. Fuck yeah. The grass will be fine next week.
Yeah.
So PETA grass activists, please don't
Off in the
come
distance, you hear a
protest.
plane and a siren.
Oh,
Yeah, that was.
So you're near an
that
airport.
kind of ruined my peaceful time. Plane and a siren at the
You live
same
near
time.
an airport and
near
you
somebody
don't
who
have to
needs an
live near
emergency.
airport. Oh no, you're showing the clouds.
I have an anti-aircraft gun here. I'm trying to shoot the plane down.
Oh, don't say that.
Allegedly. I mean, no, not even allegedly. Uh-oh, his engine just cut.
You're going to get swatted for real.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why did it move on me? Dear Fladge, I've been dating Paul for 2 years. I have 2 children, 6 and 4, whom Paul has loved and accepted.
It's 2025. Is it a woman speaking?
I don't know, but this bitch just flipped around.
Is it a man that loves Paul?
Whom Paul has loved and accepted since day one. His patience and affection for them never ceases to amaze me. Paul has a 5-year-old daughter, Daisy, from a previous marriage who spends every other weekend with us. I am having a hard time accepting her place in our lives. I want to welcome Daisy, but I am growing more angry and resentful by the day. I'm not a mean person. I love children, so why do I resent her so? This may sound terrible, but I just want a life with my kids and the man I love. Paul can't exclude Daisy from his life, and I wouldn't dream of asking him to. We've already postponed our wedding with a huge issue like this hanging over us. Help. Signed, Alicia in Atlanta. It's holding up the wedding? Because she doesn't want the kid to be there? She hates the kid that much?
Until we get
I love how
Fladge
she's
back.
like, oh, I love it. Like, oh, he's great with my kids, but fuck his.
There's a connection, dude. When you actually give birth to a child, you have more investment, whether you like it or not. I've never had stepchildren, and I'm sure you could raise a child wonderfully and healthy and beautifully that it was not
I've
born
got a
from
dog.
your blood. Let's not compare humans to dogs. Not that it's. I mean, dogs are a wonderful connection, and they do take responsibility, but they're not the same. One of the same.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that if you made a commitment to her and she had the children, then you have to treat them. Like somebody asked me which one of my children are the favorite, I would say my son, 100%. But I would never say that with my daughter around or on public. Oops.
Right, yeah.
No, and obviously I'm joking. No parent, especially if there is a favorite one, would ever admit it. Both my children are equal, and if I adopted a child, I would like to think that I would treat them equally, but it's probably difficult, especially if let's say you only had 2 pieces of pizza and there were 3 of them. Who do you think isn't going to get the slice? The adopted one. Cinderella, if you will. What do you think Sad Guru thinks about the situation?
Whichever one is fatter.
Doesn't need the fat triage. Yes, what the most needed is the most cared for. That's
Actually, no. The one that's I would do it the other way around. The one that's
here's the
less
problem with
fat,
triage.
trying to even it out.
So the one that if you feed the one the least the fattest, wait, that would work.
Hey, you know what? How come that doesn't work that way? When it comes to this whole liberal aspect of them trying to, equality and what do they call it? Where they kind of even out the field, the playing field.
My brain
I don't know
just
what the fuck they call it. Yeah,
equity.
Why don't they do that with food as well? Yeah, why don't they do equity with food?
There is food equity. Didn't you see what they just did with SNAP? A lot of states, not Michigan, but a lot of states cut snack, sweets and snacks, junk food from SNAP, and they're not happy about it.
Okay, well then they'll buy then fucking whatever the hell they can purchase and then sell to someone and then use that money to buy candy. But
that's fraud. So
that's what they do though. That's
right, but one of them is fraud and one of them is allowed wrongness. Those are 2 different things. Like if the system is allowing it, it's not fraud and you're still morally wrong, then it's a bigger deal. It's a bigger wrong to me. But what the fuck do I know?
A tiny little bird was very exuberant and happy, and winter started coming. It should have gone south, but it was so happy it forgot about it and little late. Then it tried to fly, but because of the cold, its wings froze and it fell down. A cow was passing that way and it dropped a heap of dung and it fell right on the bird. The warmth of the dung.
I don't understand what he's saying.
Why I thought every Indian story? I don't have an Indian accent.
You've hold on.
Why does it always have to do with dung? Every Indian story has to do with dung.
You've got a beautiful accent, but I can't understand a fucking word you're saying. I don't know. I don't know.
Of the wings, the ice melted away and it felt happy and warm. Tick, 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 it started tweeting from inside the dung. It couldn't get up, but it was happy inside the dung. A cat was going by, it heard this bird tweaking, it opened up the dung and ate up the bird. The moral of the story is, not everybody who heaps dung on you is your enemy. Not everybody who gets you out of shit is your friend. And above all, when you're in a heap of shit, keep your mouth shut. Now, I'm saying this because we have created a world now. If I have trouble, I must talk to everybody in the world. They're all going to give 1,000 solutions. No, when you feel you're in trouble, please just spend some time upon yourself. Invest some time and energy upon yourself, because there is no trouble which troubles you except what you allow, isn't it? This value of solitude is totally gone in the world in this generation. Please bring it back if you want to make yourself of some substance.
Masturbating.
This happens in tiny little boy.
Spend some time with yourself. Some alone time. That's what he's talking about. That's fine. Yeah, that'll keep you out of trouble, actually.
It'll keep you centered, healthy.
Yeah.
Just don't spend all your time isolated and alone.
I know.
Masturbationing.
Right. So,
yeah.
We can dive into some news stories. There's a local news story here in Detroit.
Yeah, we got tons of those. Is it breaking news or just regular news?
No, it's kind of breaking. I mean, it's a couple days old, but they apparently there was a dead 15-year-old in a cemetery, which makes you think like, okay. I mean, yeah, it's sad he was 15.
Sorry.
You were quick on that one. I like it.
Technically, it is.
No, but when I first had this come across, I'm just like, okay, yeah, of course. Where else would the dead kid be?
Well, he wasn't buried, was he?
I didn't read the rest of the article. I'm pretty sure no, but no, I just assumed it's probably not. But
what's that famous zombie movie or TV show? Why can't I think of the name?
I mean, it's sad. This kid died, so
he looks like he's right out of central casting for that zombie TV show.
Oh, hold on.
Yes. Now Moen, don't go with Moen. Go with like a Delta.
Moen's great. What are you talking about? Delta's good too. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Delta. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Delta as well, but Moen's second.
Delta will let you change the little heat-cold exchanger for fucking $16 instead of replacing the whole $40,
and I'm Glenda Lewis. We appreciate you joining us today.
Fixture.
The boy's remains were found at Mount Hazel Cemetery on.
Wait, his remains, like the.
Yeah, this isn't news.
The body, or was he like burnt?
Yeah, it was right below a tombstone with his name and the date he passed.
Lodger, just south of 7 Mile.
Did you say Lodger?
From his last known whereabouts.
Lodger.
7 News Detroit's
there you go.
I don't want to see him with his kid. That's sad.
No, don't.
I want to make fun of this out of context that he's a human being at all. So, goddamn it, when they show him with his kid.
As they come to terms with a jar.
Oh, they came to. Wait, why would they do that? The family came to terms with who's that? Why would this play? Goddamn it! There it is.
Why is it Mount Hazel in a complete flatland?
Investigation into the disappearance and murder of Lawrence Dowell is well underway. His family is devastated.
I've been all over Michigan and in southeastern Michigan. There's no mount
sophomore year at
anything.
Henry Ford High School in Detroit.
Maybe
now,
Mesk Mount.
They're planning his funeral.
I would just say why, because he ain't done nothing to nobody to the point where they gotta.
Wait, hold on. He ain't done nothing to nobody, so. That's probably why they.
Well, nothing.
Right?
Did she say done or done?
Wait, hold on. I don't know. Hold on.
Like that, because he ain't done nothing to nobody to the point.
He ain't done. She said done.
Right.
He ain't done. So that's 2 negatives.
It just kind of equals each other out. Yeah.
Is the third negative. One more time. Can you say it just one more time?
What's she saying? School in Detroit. Now they're planning his funeral.
I would just say why. Because he haven't done that to nobody to the point
He
where
ain't
they
done nothing to
gotta.
nobody.
Nobody.
They've
That's
done nothing, just
like
got so
negatives.
close to each other.
Because
It's 5 negatives.
he
Haven't.
ain't
That's the first one.
done that to
Ain't
nobody to the
done
point where they gotta
nothing.
do him like that.
Nobody.
Not at all.
Nikiah Coles may
Not
not get an answer anytime
6
soon.
negatives.
Her
So that
younger
works
brother-
out to be
You did
negative.
it. You did something to somebody.
It's a positive. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Uh,
I had to count that in my head.
that would
I guess
explain it.
evens are always going to be back.
She thinks we weren't looking into that, but this is kind of investigation work you get on Fladge Rants Live. We know that he did something to somebody to have this happen.
15-year-old Lawrence Dow was murdered earlier
Obviously, he had to have done something to somebody for them to do this. I mean, this doesn't just happen.
this week.
It's devastating.
That's
It's
victim
unreal.
shaming in a way. Like that's
I don't know.
He may have just been walking around minding his own fucking business too.
Maybe he walked into the wrong tent. I don't know.
Maybe he walked into the right tent. And then
And I'm talking about this is my everyday
didn't have enough
person.
Oh, I'm
money.
sorry. I don't want to see this.
Every day. This is my little brother.
I don't want to see her crying.
I raised him.
Aren't
You
you
not
asking
wanna
the
make
same
as many
thing I am?
jokes?
West Side,
What does that
Tuesday
N
night.
stand for?
What?
Back up.
Pe-
Just a hit. Yeah, just a tiny back to her. Where'd she go? Yeah, right. Well, no, on her. That's a him.
Oh, she's crying. And
What's
I
that
don't
N
know.
stand for?
Naisha, Nicole, Nakia. A mix of what I just said.
So this is just an unsolved mystery.
Picked
So
him
we're
up.
asking people
They
to
go to the
contact
I don't
the
know.
Detroit police if they
From
know
where he was
anything.
last seen
It's weird how
at the Mount
they
Hazel
always
Cemetery
claim that,
Thursday
when
evening.
shootings happen in
Investigators say
Detroit,
he
that
was
it
wearing
never
a
gets
ski
reported
mask
on,
and
but
gloves when officers found him. His
I was
or that
family
the
twice a-
detectives and stuff, they
Thursday's
don't care
grim
about
discovery,
researching
another
this.
artifact of a dark summer in Detroit.
Well,
here we go.
I
I wanna-
mean,
I wanna hear that.
I don't think it's their
When
fault. I
officers
think they only
found
have so
him,
much
his
budget,
family is
and they'd
unclear
rather
why.
go into
Thursday's
easy
grim
things
scene
with the cloak
at the
open
Mount
and shut instead of wasting a bunch of resources and still ending up empty-handed with no results. Therefore, it just gets pushed away. And the police and the FBI agents have a fun little thing that they say: as long as the file is touched every so many months or years or weeks, however level the file is, then they can keep it open forever and keep billing it even.
I mean, you know how like you can potentially, like, if somebody's having a medical issue due to like drugs or something, supposedly, usually in the movies you see this. I don't know anyone who's ever actually done this, but like, you know, you can just like roll up to a hospital and just kind of like throw them out, and like they have to like take care of them, right? So like it'd be like dropping off, you know, somebody, I don't know, at a police station or some shit. Like, is this kind of what like since he was dead, they just kind of go, well, we'll just kind of.
You think it was a hospital that dumped him there? Like it's
No,
cheaper?
I'm just saying, is that like whoever he was with, like, you know, if he was sick from drugs or something, nobody wanted to get in trouble, they'd probably drop him off in front of the fucking, push him inside and then kind of run away. You know what I mean? Like, is this kind of like, oh, he's dead, so let's just cut to the chase, drop him off at the cemetery and just kind of skedaddle. Maybe you think they were maybe looking for an open grave and they couldn't find one?
Street to be pecked
They're
at
probably
by-
looking for an open grave and couldn't find one.
From where he was last seen at the Mount Hazel Cemetery Thursday evening.
I don't think they leave graves
Investigators say
open
he
for
was
more
wearing
than
a
the
ski
time.
mask
Like
and
they'll do it in the
gloves
morning
when
and
officers
fill it,
found
don't
him.
they?
His family is
Wait
Can't
a
leave a
minute,
bunch of
what?
holes
Hold
open.
on.
Thursday evening. Investigators say he was wearing a ski mask and gloves when officers found him. His
Isn't that weird? That's a weird detail.
So the story, it says 6 p.m., 84 degrees. So I can assume safely that this is recent and not in the
This
middle
was
of
like a
winter.
couple days ago. Yeah, this was like 3 days
But
ago.
his remains. So he could have been there since winter. I'm trying to find. I've turned over a new leaf. I'm trying to find the optimistic things in this instead of being a pessimistic prick.
He was wearing a winter jacket, had skis attached to his feet.
Yeah, he had. Yeah, that's a great question. If he had a ski mask on, did he indeed have a ski tag on his zipper? That would help. If you don't have a ski tag, because any young person that goes skiing keeps that tag on their coat at least for a month to show everybody, look, I fucking went skiing.
No, but what do you? So I mean, nobody would murder. Like, hey, if Gary were to murder his wife, and he dumped her somewhere, I don't think he would like put a ski mask and gloves on her. Ignorant. That seems weird to do, right?
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
It's like, okay, we murdered him. Okay, where are we gonna dump him? We gotta dump him in the cemetery. Fuck, well, quick, grab the ski mask and gloves and put them on him really quick.
No, more likely he was trying to do somebody wrong and he got wronged more so, and then they ended his life.
And then they were just like,
drug deal gone bad, robbery gone bad, and then they're like, you know what? In a normal real world, we could call the police and they would say, hey, I was attacked, and then this person fucking started to mug us and we self-defense, we killed him. But in this world, they're probably like, holy shit, dump the body, get the fuck out of here and hope nothing happens, because it's Detroit and nothing will probably happen.
I don't know. You see that shit nowadays where
cameras everywhere.
That last one, the one a couple weeks ago that I had, that was
and with AI, you don't even
fucker on the bike.
You don't even need to rely on people piecing it together. You can just be like, hey, Chat GPT, go find me footage from second and third, fourth, fifth, whatever, with any blackmail on a 10-speed and a blue Ford Bronco. See, now I just saw the case just randomly, but that came out of nowhere. I manifested it, and now that's your suspect.
Allegedly, is unclear why. Thursday's grim discovery, another artifact of a dark summer in Detroit in which violence has touched or snuffed out the lives of several young people.
That should really shock us, and that should really, we should want to do more.
T-Son Knight is the executive director of Caught Up, a nonprofit that reaches mentors and launches
I'm over
at-risk
50.
boys.
I stopped being shocked about, 40 years ago.
For you and working with
what does he mean we should be shocked? You should be offended and take action, but if you're still shocked, you are in the wrong frame of mind to help, my
In the
friend.
meantime, if you have any information about what happened to Lawrence Dowell, please call Detroit Police.
Being shocked,
or
you need to be
Crime Stoppers
tended
at
to. You need a
1-800
tender
Speak Up.
if you're in shock.
On the city's west
You're not in
side,
any
I'm
position
Randy
to be
Wembley, 7
tending.
News Detroit.
1-800 Speak Up. I like how they use a much younger photo.
Did we talk about the Detroit newscaster that had his house raided for
what?
Inappropriate
CP?
They just said it was inappropriate
CP
behavior. No,
allegedly?
I don't think it was. But they raided his house, and after a whole bunch of bashing his name and everything.
Oh yeah, Hank Winchester.
Winchester, yeah. I thought about talking about it.
I think it was
tiny bit of
alleged
research.
CP.
They completely let everything go. No charges. Everything dropped today or yesterday or Friday.
I think it was alleged CP, and
Yeah,
even though
he's got friends in high places, or he's innocent.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
He's been featured on the Drew and Mike radio show and podcast for a handful of years, just in random set, like just a random. They'll call him every once in a while. Seems like a good dude. I don't know him directly, so I mean, sure people thought Charles Pugh was a good guy too. You know what I mean? But no, apparently there's no charges, or everything got released or dropped or whatever. But it doesn't matter because it kind of supposedly the once that kind of damage is done and that kind of stink is on you.
I used to love Charles Pugh. What did he do?
Pugh. Well, you don't know?
No. Or maybe I do, but I forgot. It's
really
something bad?
Yeah, he's grooming children.
No, really?
Yeah. And then he moved to like New York and got a job as a waiter, trying to kind of not run away from it, but just kind of escape and pretend like, no, I'm just gonna.
At a Chuck E. Cheese though?
No, I don't know, but you didn't know that? Pew pew. Pew pew.
No.
Hugh.
Now, I mean, I guess I did. This segment does not work without Gary, but I might do it again.
Where is it? God damn it! It's an old. Yeah, it's an old link, so it doesn't go right to the Wayne County website, but this is literally Wayne County. Charles Pugh charged with 6 counts of criminal sexual prosecution charge costing 44 in New York in connection with sexually inappropriate behavior with a 14-year-old teenage male.
14, I mean.
But it won't, it's almost there.
It's I mean, potato.
Oh, wait, he was released 3 years
Detroit
ago.
City Council President Charles Pugh is released.
For the record, I was joking.
News today at noon. Back in
Any type of
Pugh
although
pled guilty
remember,
to
that's
sexual
not
misconduct for having a
pedophilia.
sexual
A 14-year-old. There's a different name for it, and they're
boy back
looking
in
for
2000.
extra separation rights. They don't want to be compared with those sick pedophiles. Like pedo, you have to be pediatric, which is a certain age, and 14 does not qualify, even though legally, I think it's 18 or 17 and younger, but I forgot what the word is. I'm going to look it up while we're watching the rest of this poor Mr. Pugh.
Help me, Hank.
No, actually, I'm not going to Google anything about.
Help me find some child porn, Hank.
So Hank Winchester, was it Hank Winchester?
CP.
He's innocent. He innocent. All charges dropped today.
Yeah.
So that's weird. That's even weirder to me. Why would it go? How would it go that far that they raided his house and they're just like, oopsies, our bad.
Oops, bro. These kids aren't 14, they're 18. Damn it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Seems
I've
weird,
testified. Right? I've testified as an expert computer witness for people that have actually had CP on their computer, but it had nothing to do with them. It was triggered from those old viruses that used to put it on your computer and then try to extort you.
Yeah,
and it was easily provable.
Unless I don't know, it just seems weird that
no
one's just gonna come busting in here.
Don't say I don't know in that segment. Don't.
I'm saying no one's just going to become busting in my fucking door going, you've got CP. And it's like, well, no, because I don't. And I don't see how that would. Why was there just a thumbs up in my fucking window box? The fuck was that?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. That has to be your computer.
CP. Yeah, but no one's come busting in the door and gonna accuse me of that. You know why? Because there's nothing going on. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Allegedly. Acquitted of all charges.
Not always. There can be plenty of smoke without fire.
Charges dropped. Not acquitted. All charges dropped. Puke.
I just had a fire. That's a ridiculous That's a ridiculous statement. You can have tons of smoke without fire.
In August, Rod Maloney is live with the reaction to the release. Rod?
Now, if you're looking for fire, I would follow the smoke.
Good afternoon, Sandra. You know, we're at a place here where Charles Pugh had a.
Why does he have a fire coat on?
He ran for city
council. Is he a fire
tender?
Why wouldn't he?
News anchor, and he became
Maybe there was a fire.
Council president
Maybe there will be a fire.
at City Hall back in 2010. And yet by 2013,
this is old, dude. They've cleaned the spirit of Detroit, dude. I was down there. It wasn't green like that. It's
from office. He left town,
cleaner.
And they found him later working as a waiter in New York City.
They stripped it. It's black
to run
now.
Away from his problems.
Like it should be.
This morning,
the spirit of
8
Detroit
o'clock
should be
up in
black,
Ionia,
right? We all agree.
Where he was being held in prison. He was held for 5 years. He was released on parole. He had friends come pick him up. And so now apparently he's going
to it's weird. So there's like, because all the text messages and stuff are public. And like he was like so trying to groom this kid. And he's like, the kid's not really that into it, but the kid likes the money and stuff. And so Pugh's like bribing him with shit. And it's fucking gross. Yeah. The kid's like trying to get out of it, but kind of like, and Pugh's like, send me pictures, and he's like, the kid's like half, doing it. And Pugh very specifically asks for better lighting. Like, because the kid's trying not to like.
From the people sending him the picture. All right, so that's an amateur picture. What you want to do is face the sunlight and
get a ring camera.
Cock more in the. What?
His original problem
Sorry, get a ring camera and stick your dick right through it.
By William Cycling, an attorney who was representing a young man who said that Charles Pugh had essentially groomed him and sexually assaulted him. And so we reached out to Bill Cycling
more in shape now.
to talk to him to get his
not so
reaction.
pudgy.
They all do coming out of prison.
Released, at the earliest possible moment.
When you say they all do,
no, because my girlfriend and I have been.
What exactly did you mean by that? They all do?
My girlfriend and I have been heavy into Love After Lockup on Peacock, I think. Great fucking show. But a dude was in there for like 3 years, and he got out and he was fucking ripped as shit. It's like, yeah, there's nothing else to do in there, I guess. But I don't know. You're not getting your protein, but I don't. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that works.
Well, they're definitely getting, half of them are getting their protein.
Who are these gals?
The NFL has 12 teams with new male cheerleaders on the squad. These are the two on Minnesota Vikings team, and since we're the Lions and we don't like the Vikings, I thought we would show them. But what's funnier is,
are the Lions one of those teams?
I'm going to lead as much as I can into this, but I can't until Rumble. But Antonio Brown has a wonderful segment each week. He picks the cracker or each day. He picks the cracker of the day on his. See, I don't think I can't even say cracker racist, on YouTube. Yeah. But
cracker, you
I'm not calling it. If I said drawer, you're a, then it's bad. But if I say so and so something reference cracker, fuck off. It's news. I'm reporting it. Instead of being that of the day, he changed it to the F slur, and he picked these guys as his F slur of the day. And then, of course, the internet blew up. But the bad thing is all this negative. Their outrage is what made me aware of both sides of this story, all sides of this story. But here's my thing. So I growing up, even
sides.
At my I don't want to say it, but at my prep high school, we had male cheerleaders. But they would beat the shit out of you. I mean, they were athletic motherfuckers. They were like gymnasts. They were not gay by any. Well, maybe they were gay, but you couldn't tell by look. Like these guys are very feminine, and they're not lifting the cheerleaders and throwing them like male cheerleaders. They are doing the exact same routine in the same line with pom poms. And I guess I'm old because this is freaking me out a little bit.
What's freaking you out about it?
That they are, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's okay for a man to be completely feminine.
That especially the guy on our left is just a little extra. Like guy on the right, you could.
I'm not sure. Okay, there's a video.
They caught him maybe at a bad stride. Maybe he's not walking that, LGBTQ plus. The guy on the left is definitely like, he's like, hey. He's got that look at me.
The thing is that
I'm gay. The guy on the right is just, other than the smile, I guess they maybe caught him at a bad, but this might not be as bad as you think. I don't know. I haven't seen this. Is this a video or just a picture?
No, it's just a picture. There's videos and stuff, but I can get the video.
I mean, what kind of shit are they doing? Are they
I'm telling you, they're in line.
Waving the pom poms and going go team go, or are they being used to launch the bitches extra high in the air?
Right, that's what I just said.
On the right,
do you watch the show?
Used to launch the bitches extra high in the air. The guy on the left is more the go team go.
No, he's just pulled back. They're both scrawny little fuckers. They're probably gonna come over here and kick my ass and then fuck me in the ass. But I'm not asking for that by any means. In fact, no, I do not consent to that. There is no different role. They're not. I think they might even have skirts on. No, they have shorts. But I think all the girls have shorts on. They wear the same uniforms. These are like transgender cheerleaders. But without, I don't know. Maybe not.
Why don't they just
maybe they're manly men. But every college, I go to my college, my kids' college. I go to football games and tailgates, and they all have male cheerleaders. Some of them have like all male cheerleader squads to go along with the all female cheerleader squads, and then they intermix. But they're like throwing people and catching people. They're strong gymnasts and athletes. They are not out there in the same uniforms doing the same high kicks like the Rockettes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just want to know people's comment.
There is if it's tongue in cheek, if it's in jest. But if you're out there going like,
it's not.
I'm a Rockette, sure, that's fine, I guess.
And here's my position is
that are straight as
woman.
Fuck.
As a woman,
wait, you're a woman.
As a woman.
I mean, you can identify as a woman. Are you identifying as a woman for the statement?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?
As a woman, I would be offended at the mocking of womanhood. That's my problem.
What is a woman?
Something about a specific chromosome and possibly a vagina. I add possibly because there are some anomalies.
Minnesota Vikings getting ready to tackle their rivals as the NFL season approaches.
But the team
So
now
for
playing
the record,
defense
look
after
how
announcing
extra
two
that-
new
oh, this is
members
what
of
he's
its
trying-
cheerleading
oh my God,
squad.
Did you
come
not
on
hear
now.
me? I said I could find the video, but I
Blaze and
didn't
Louie.
want to. It's horrific. I mean,
Earning
it shows.
spots
Do you
after
see
a
the
rigorous
feminine there?
audition
They're not.
process.
I went to a lot of
that is
Vikings games
extra.
with my family, mainly my dad. Was definitely watching
dad?
cheerleaders, thinking like, I wish I could do
Your
that.
dads?
Being that role model for other little kids who don't know that this is an option.
But the
If you
inclusion
look
of the
God,
two
they don't know.
cheerleaders,
Someone
they
like
look
me.
like they are banging all the other cheerleaders. That's if you look at them, they
See-
just if you call them a gay whatever, they would just look at you and go, "Come to the party after. I'll prove to you that I'm not," because we are all banging everyone in college. Apparently,
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I always scoff when like certain demographics, they need that person to break that barrier and be like, oh, I see someone that looks like me, so now I know that I can be that too. Like I've like,
Yeah, I didn't
there
even
never
think of that.
needed to be
It's
an
gonna-
Eminem for me to go, oh, I could maybe try to be a rapper. I never, I mean, it's like, but it in this instance, this actually makes sense. Like because you didn't realize that like dudes were even like allowed in this game at that position.
Oh no, I did. There were male cheerleaders. They wore.
Yeah,
they looked like a
they
drum
rocket
major.
the bitches in the air. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not. That's not what
They're
this
not
is.
like putting something extra on it. Like,
And I can't.
I love
show,
the spin. Look at that. Look at that.
Can't
spin.
play the Antonio Brown quote because obviously YouTube.
See, the one
Oh, wait,
guy's
I
trying to
took the
tone it
video off.
down and make it a
Back.
little classy. This dude's the
Now
other
playing
dude's just putting extra on it, and he's like trying to get. I think this dude's trying to fuck this one, and so he's like just staring him down. But I don't
They're
think this one's
mimicking
interested.
exactly what the women
defense
were
after
doing.
announcing two new
Yeah, which
members
is
of its
weird.
cheerleading squad
That's
are
my
men.
point. It's even
Blaze
weird. Weird is
It's
too
a
negative
parody.
and mean. I'm not even saying it's weird. It's just unsettling, not terrifying.
It's a parody.
but it's not.
Kinda rude.
I mean, it'd be great if they were
Flash.
doing it.
And
as
even a
parody.
former-
Here, his
Oh, hold on,
comment. Antonio Brown.
they-
That's his comment.
They find random people from. I love when they quote random people from internet. Random name says this, and it's like, of course you're going to find anything you want. We could do this exact story and pull a bunch of people that have the opposite opinion and go, oh my god.
Two men on the 35-person cheer roster has some calling to boycott the team, with replies to the Vikings Instagram
Who,
post
the
reading,
women?
"I'm not a Viking fan no more," and "I just
Wait,
lost
no
all my
more?
respect."
Hold on,
Wait. I'm not a
Hold
Viking
on,
fan
wait.
no more.
No more.
I gotta hit it.
No. I'm confused. Is he? I'm not a Viking fan. No more.
There's no. You added a comma.
Yeah, but people don't. It's probably text to speech. Didn't understand. I'm not a Viking fan no more.
There
Don
you go.
Brandon, Colton Narend. I love these names. Like it's just the most
Vikings,
generic
across
fucking
social
people.
media, far-right accounts latching on to the backlash, and even a former player blatantly hateful. Antonio Brown,
Ooh.
What
currently
did he
wanted
say?
by
Why don't you
police
tell him
for
what he
attempted
said?
murder, which
What did he say?
denies, calling Blaze a homophobic slur. Plenty of others defending
A
the
homophobic-
cheerleaders, writing,
homophobic
"They were
slur?
incredible."
I don't know. What would that be?
What did he say?
Today, I am signing.
Oh, hold on. Never mind. That was our word. I don't know.
Loud
I
and
can't
proud
read
here.
it. Read it in your head. That's what he said.
Why is it? I mean, that's a good. I mean, of the day, that's a proud accomplishment.
And I mean,
Of the entire day, you're the one. That's. I mean,
so you're saying wear it like a badge of honor.
I mean, I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of a hateful slur, apparently, even though it's taken
Why?
all wrong. Nobody ever
Is that not what he is?
meant it
I
that
mean,
way.
slur aside,
I don't want to
or they
debate
them.
that here.
I mean, just okay. They could be straight. I don't know. You think they're straight?
No. But
makes
see,
you
that's
think that?
the word that we should use.
That's
that is
weird,
gay,
too.
not the F slur, because apparently.
What are the odds? What are the
it
odds
means a
that
cigarette on fire, and a lot of people think that it means that you're supposed to take the gay people and put them on fire. It was never attached to that. It was never connected over history. Just the gay people did that recently, and that's
How do they
co-opting a word.
establish these?
That's not fair. They tagged a word to. They tagged a meaning to a word, and then accused you of using it wrongly. Wrongly is wrongly a word? I think
That's okay. I still like the word. But how did they come about choosing these two? Was there a tryout? What are the odds that
No, definitely DEI hire. All you had to do is walk up, look like that, be able to spin, and you filled
spin
the
twirl
hole.
with a little pizzazz
You filled
on
the
it?
hole. You filled the gaping hole they had, if you know what I'm saying. Well, yes, I speak English and I'm awake, so I do know what you are saying. Last question.
The
for them.
Vikings telling NBC News so far
Or
no
not.
fans have canceled their season tickets and writing quote
Okay, no,
male
who is-
cheerleaders
No fans
have
are
been part
gonna
of
do it.
previous
The Vikings are awesome. No,
and have long been associated
That was the last
with
straw.
Also, that is quite presumptuous. I would assume that every year, at least somebody's got to cancel a season ticket package.
I did.
I had a Pistons one, a mini package once. It was like a quarterly.
We had tickets. We got on a wait list when the Silver Dome was here for Ford Field. Paid $50 times 4 or whatever for 4 seats held. Got them. Had them for, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, probably 10 years. And then when they went 0-16, I called my broker he talked to him. They call you at the beginning of each season.
Look at you, fucking white privilege.
Every season ticket holder you get this personal broker. They make a big deal about it. He's the sales guy.
My broker.
I go, dude, 0-16, you got to do something for us.
You just fix this shit, bitch.
What
am I paying for?
I need
Either
some
fix the
discount
team or
stuff.
fix the price.
Yeah. I know you're going to raise prices instead. And he obviously said,
Right.
I don't give
Lock
a fuck
me
about
in.
you.
Lock me in, motherfucker.
I'm like, dude, I know you guys hand out these $100 gift card, $100 to the fucking store. Give me something. And he basically said, no. And I said, fuck you. 0-16 was the last year I had season tickets for the Detroit Lions. Do you know why? I know why.
They
collegiate and professional cheerleading.
Yeah, but I can't find
we
it.
support all of our
Is it gay?
cheerleaders and are proud of the role they play as ambassadors of the organization. Efforts to reach the 2 male cheerleaders for comment were unsuccessful. Of course,
Is it
cheerleading
gay?
men is nothing new. There have been countless
Hold on.
parodies
Cheerleading
like
men
this
is nothing
classic
new,
Will
but look, he's
Ferrell
got
SNL
pants on. That's the difference already. And he's going to pick her up even in the fucking skin.
Yeah.
or the
And
iconic teen
Terry
drama
whatever is
bringing-
stupid, but they're funny in
Yeah,
that. That was a good bit.
He's not being over the top flamboyant. He's being Will
I'm
Ferrell, a
flamboyant because
cheerleader.
he was definitely being over the top.
He's being Will Ferrell playing a cheerleader.
it on.
These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
But even former president
Again, I've never seen that movie, but you could just tell that he's being a more masculine. Like it's you can tell he's just not. I don't know. No one's sitting there going,
Is it
I know,
gay?
I know, yeah, because we all know what he's using those spirit fingers for.
he may be gay, he may not be gay, but you don't hang out with him and go, oh yeah, I know what that is. You're not sitting there going,
Is it gay?
You're sitting there going,
It is gay.
Why are you gay?
Some of us are.
I'm just saying. These roles that they're pointing
George
at
W. Bush, Ronald
are
Reagan,
masculine.
and Dwight Eisenhower
Masculine.
were cheerleaders, and
Masculine.
many consider men a vital part of the
They
squad.
probably did it to get
the Vikings
pussy.
point out a third
These guys
of
are doing
NFL
it
teams
because
have
they're
male
pussies.
cheerleaders. The league embracing
And I-
other
yeah.
identities too. The Carolina Panthers, since 2022, have featured the first and only openly transgender cheerleader
Is that a-
in the NFL.
what is
It's
that?
also not the first time the sidelines
That was
have
a
stolen
openly
center
transgender
stage.
cheerleader.
Pay and fair treatment of NFL cheerleading
I don't know how
squads.
open that
a
was.
long-running
He's a fucking
controversy.
asshole. He's over here typing hate.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders recently scoring a 400% pay increase after they became an internet sensation following the Netflix docuseries America's Sweethearts. Some teams rebranding. The Washington Commanders going with a fully co-ed dance squad, while others, like the New York Jets, losing its flight crew altogether
I
since
like how they
2022.
think that this is what's bringing people
now
to
the
the game,
Vikings
so let's
backing up its cheer team
invest time and
Every
money into
NFL
it.
team has been sold out forever. That's why I was on a waiting list.
Broaddus is joining us now. Adrian,
In fact, an NFL game is not allowed to be shown on TV in its market, so you wouldn't have seen a Lions game if they didn't sell out. They've sold out every game since I can remember.
It's all because of ever since they got that dance team, the cheerleading squad, right? See, it's been going up and up.
It doesn't hurt.
You can pinpoint to when they got that cheerleading squad to their success now, and the correlation there you
with
could.
Brad Holmes, but I see your point of view.
No, they should have a much higher salary.
A stunt team, and if you look closely,
I like how they had a Netflix documentary. So I like that. Okay, they're upping their pay, but that's like indefinitely. So you now make that forever because you one time sold out to this Netflix doc. Like,
did they made money from the documentary? Did it cost money to have?
Obviously, I would assume so. Why would they not?
Yeah, why would you do a show and not make money? I have no idea.
I would just say, hey, your raise is that your profile is upped, so you can, make money elsewhere using your likeness because you're on this documentary. That's your raise.
Why? Is that the Dallas Cowboys or was it somebody else? Because they don't get paid.
It was the Dallas Cowboys.
They get paid like $50 a game or something. Last I heard, they do it just because their calendar and then their media stuff sells from becoming famous from being a cheerleader. The exposure, and they take advantage of that exposure and don't pay them. So yeah, you don't need the money.
I'd like to see their exposure.
I think cheerleaders used to volunteer before just to cheer on their men.
What about the volunteers?
They tend to be tenders.
They tend to have cheerleaders.
So
what are you tending to over there on your keyboard? You look like you're
desperately trying to find my particular song for my next clip, but I'm not going to play it until I find it. The Detroit Lions used to have 4 high schools.
That's going to be a minute.
Yeah, I've been through 10 pages twice. The Detroit Lions had high school cheerleaders before they had their professional cheerleaders. A different high school in each corner. Well, the fun thing is I was in high school, so it was amazing. It was great. It's okay to look at high school cheerleaders when you are in fact in high school.
Inside of one?
I don't think I've ever been inside of a cheerleader. Not my type. I certainly was not their type. I had to think about it.
Huh.
So no. The cheerleaders were inside Ford Field.
Why did that fucking glitch out?
Forgot all about my chicken tenders.
I don't know. We could dive into like sandwich stuff.
I have sandwich.
Where did my link go?
Down at the bottom. I have chicken stuff. I have Sabina. I have 3 Sabinas. I don't think we're going to be able to do 3. Did you want to pick one more specifically, Gary, with your 3 Sabinas?
No, he wants all of them or nothing.
That's 45 minutes worth of Sabina. I'm going to skip right to 3.
Do his fucking bidding and do it now. Why won't this load?
What's this guy?
Come on, the Daily Mail, you piece of shit.
Oh, it's finally Brian Regan. I knew it. YouTube, Brian Regan will tag this, but while you're looking, let's just play.
Not making this up. Peanut butter and jelly in the same jar.
No, because this is posted by...
Now, I'm lazy, but yeah.
Clown Jules.
I mean, the guy that needs this.
Thank you, Clown Jules.
Some guy going,
he put his tag on there because this is his video. He owns the rights to this.
Smart. Yeah, but now look, it's got our tag in the upper corner, so now it's ours.
Closing all kinds of jars, cleaning who knows how many knives. If you're that lazy, why not put croutons in there? You can get the whole sandwich on a spoon. Oh, that was delicious. I'm having another one. Scrumptious. Scrumptious. It's the only word. I saw this in the store.
Oops.
Not making it up. Did you hear about the sandwich fiasco?
Yeah, I have heard of a sandwich fiasco. Which one?
The recent one involving a Subway sandwich.
And that the guy that started the Subway sandwich commercial?
No.
No, I don't think I have.
Really? You've completely missed it? Oh, my Lord.
I have sandwich.
After this commercial. Hold on, Morgan and Morgan. We need sweet, what was it? Sweet Jimmy? Sweet Jeremy? Sweet Stanley? Oh, we're not going to get a fucking...
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, we're not.
Is it sandwich related?
It is. You gonna hit
Are you
it?
hungry? You want me to make you a sandwich?
I don't want any fucking sandwiches. What is it with you?
Not that one. God damn it.
Stupid fuck!
You made me a sandwich?
Guys, I went out here.
You made that for me?
That's fucking delicious, dog. I fucking love you, dude. That's for you, man. I fucking love you, man.
That one.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Look what you did now. You stupid fuck.
I didn't do it. It should be playing. It's already over. It didn't play. You put it there. You put it there.
Was it? No, I hit pause. I paused it. Great.
I don't think that's on me.
God damn it.
Well, you figure that out. Let's look at this.
I'm gonna figure it out.
There's no sound.
Hey, what's going on here?
She's got a new friend with way better tits.
Right. What are they doing together?
They're making chicken tenders, of course.
I don't know. I don't see that. How?
They're,
Where?
Right next to the 4 boobs down below, as above, down below, I think it's called.
I can't see past that table or whatever that is there.
We need them to stop taking the frame off of them and putting it on the bowl. Don't do that again.
Right.
Stop it.
We don't need that. Yeah.
Stop it.
Keep the bowl in frame if you're going to do that.
Uh-oh. I can't go
I wonder what they're like thinking when they go through when they're making this or before they make it. What do you want to wear? How do you want to do your hair? Oh my God, this is going to be so fun. Or are they like, oh my God, we got to like just pimp this out so we can try to make money off of it?
So the original one here, she doesn't give a shit about her hair. She just probably lets it dry and she's good to go. She's got other things to do because she's the one actually cooking and shopping. This is an influencer taking advantage of her that just showed up and said, hey, my boobs will double your clicks. And then they're like, all right. And then they collaborated. I didn't like what they're making, though.
When you look outside, it seems so bad. And the night, like a smooth train makes it right. Here you go.
Yours up. I don't want to pull yours up. I don't want to pull yours up without you.
Yeah, why would you?
Being aware.
Over the federal presence in DC, one man
Empty
is now
screen.
accused of assaulting a federal officer by hitting him with a hoagie.
Yeah, the suspect now facing a felony charge. Our Shamari Stone
Is that a
is in
euphemism
Northwest
for
tonight
something
with that
else?
story.
It was a Subway sandwich, actually.
Accused of attacking a federal
They don't sell
officer
hoagies.
with a foot-long Subway
Not-
sandwich,
is it
similar
hoagie
to this one right here.
Similar to that one.
This past
Very similar.
weekend.
He should. I wish he would throw it. That would have been awesome. He threw it similar to this.
Take a look at this cell phone video from late Sunday night. 37-year-old Sean Dunn shown
Somebody
in the
threw a sandwich at me,
shirt
dude.
and
I would
allegedly
catch
yelling
it
at
and
federal
eat it.
officers on 14th Street in D.C.
Y'all laughing, but that's the truth, though.
Moments later, video appearing
He's
to show him
shaming them.
crossing the street,
What, because
screaming
ice?
just inches from a U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer's
Oh, it
face.
is. It is. Come on,
And then
guys.
appearing to hit the officer in the chest with a foot-long Subway sandwich. Officers immediately chasing Dunn in the
paused.
street and
He
eventually
paused.
catch and arrest him.
He paused.
And then appearing to hit the and then appearing to hit the officer in the chest
So
with
anyone who
a
is
officer's face. 6 inches from a U.S. appearing to hit the officer, 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 appearing to hit the officer in the, appearing to hit the officer in the chest with a, appearing to hit the officer in the chest with a foot-long Subway sandwich. Officers immediately chasing down in the street and eventually catch and arrest him. These federal officers are assisting
and there's
DC
people
police
standing there
after
like
President
that.
Trump placed
They are
MPD
waiting
under
for you
federal
to do
control.
something like that.
In an X post, DC U.S.
And
Attorney
think it's so
Janine Pirro
easy to slip on
announcing
them
the
when you throw a
arrest.
sandwich.
And then
They're
he
going
took a
to kick
Subway
your ass
sandwich
just
about
out of
this
spite.
big and took it and threw it at the officer. He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's
About
funny
this
today because
big,
we
yeah,
charge him
footlong.
with a
She's obviously
felony.
never been to
Assault
Subway
on a
before.
police
And
officer.
there's no
And
way
we're
he
gonna
thought it was
back
funny.
the police to the hilt.
He was in a crazy
Gunn allegedly told
protest
police,
rage,
"I did
dude.
it."
He didn't think it through.
There are 2 sizes of sandwiches at Subway. They threw a Subway sandwich this big.
There's
it was
4.
about the size of maybe someone's shoe, a
I
grown man's
appreciate
shoe.
reporting. There are 4 sizes. There's the
Like a
foot long,
foot.
the half. You can get the lunch special, which is half of a half and chips and a drink. And on special occasions, there is a round like hamburger bun, which is called the tank. So
Tank the
I
tank.
just wanted to share that.
That
This is
was a
definitely the
terrible
Will
share.
Ferrell episode.
Is
That
it?
was a little late. Are they gonna? This guy's gonna have a fucking federal felony record now because he hit. I don't believe in that either.
She's like, it's 304.8 centimeter sub sandwich.
How much does it weigh?
Through a sandwich. People reacting
He's
to
never
the
been to
arrest.
Subway before.
It's disrespectful for the police officers.
To Subway.
And you
To
don't
the,
like
to the
that?
homeless
No,
people
I don't
that
like that
could
at
eat
all.
that sandwich.
I'm just.
He hit him right in the chest. If he would have went up a little higher, he would have hit him up in the head.
Can we get
Obviously, Subway sandwich sounds really good right now, so I'm not
Because, so what, he's wearing a uniform. He's supposed to be a hero protector. If he got a Subway thrown at him, oh well, like he should just, say don't do that or just get an apology.
Oh, now, lady, you don't understand how that works.
Hey, don't do that.
She's saying
Like how
just don't do
that's-
that.
Hey, just don't do that. Well, it's not like he has 2 sandwiches to throw,
Oh well,
Like-
like he should just, say don't do that or just get an apology.
Like in a perfect
Now, I
world,
tried
like you
talking
do
to
like
Sean
such
Dunn
as want to
tonight
eat
on
a Subway
camera, and
sandwich,
he
but
didn't-
if like you do happen to have one thrown at your local police officer, like he could just say like, "Don't, please stop that."
I wonder if
And then you could
the
hold hands and
Subway
go
they're-
inside Subway and share a sandwich.
Right. I wonder if the Subway they're filming outside of here is the one that he actually got the sub from. They probably tracked it down.
What if
Found
we
out.
live in a world where the entire thing is staged by Subway?
Probably. They want to get the stink off of Jared off them. Is he ever getting out, or is he in there
Getting
indefinitely?
out of what?
Prison? Jail?
Child's assholes?
Yeah.
That-
Never.
Is he a
Want to
diddler
talk? We're
also?
still waiting to see if he'll get back to us. I'm Shamari Stone. Back to you.
I'm about to eat this sandwich and shit.
Yeah, he's
mean-
a take 2. Oh shit! He should have mocked throwing it. He could have got another. Well, he wouldn't have.
Right. Yeah, you should have threw it at the camera. That would have been great. Fucking assholes weren't thinking.
Could have hit it with a
We're
fucking
brilliant.
golf club like Happy Gilmore.
I've got another sandwich.
Yeah, I got another bumper.
Hey, you hungry? You want me to make you a sandwich?
I don't want any fucking sandwiches. What is it with you fixing fucking sandwiches?
Stupid fuck!
Normally
the
you-
sandwiches
normally you-
are abound.
normally
Sorry,
you pull
I
up
accidentally
the
remove the
sandwich
screen
by
instead
the-
of. Yeah,
While you're
I accidentally
doing that-
removed- I do that quite often.
Too
I
late.
get pissed off that I do that. You're too late.
Oh no, it's on there. We're going this way now.
The one thing Rushmore is they are not ranked 1 through 4. It is just
they're
the
not?
4.
So before I reveal their Mount Rushmore, what is your Mount Rushmore of the most craveable sandwich?
All I know is Route Rushmore up there, man.
Route
You can't
Mushmore.
not put them on the Mount Rushmore just because of how influential they are.
So mine
These are
is
my
pretty
Mount
vague
Rushmore
and generic, and it
figures.
goes for all 4. Any sandwich that you dip into something else.
I don't know. If I get a Subway, I'm pretty fond of the Beast. If I go to Tubby's, I'm pretty fond of the taco sub. If I go to somewhere and they've got some type of brisket,
doesn't Tubby's call it a taco burger?
Yeah.
Sub.
Roast beef and old Jews when I dip it in old Jews.
French dip. Yeah, that's one of my favorite sandwiches. But you can do that with anything.
Those four. That's four right there. Those are them.
The one thing is they are not ranked 1 through 4. It is just the 4.
All I know is route much more.
Here are actual sandwiches that you can go find around in the Detroit area. And again, these are in no order. These are just the top 10. The egg sandwich at Alba. I'm just going to show the sandwich. I'm not going to go over it all. This has eggs on it, so I would not like that. And it looks like there's a whole lot in the middle there. That looks really thick. And yeah, the fluffy egg pillow breakfast. I don't know if I want sandwiches for breakfast. The mortadella sandwich at no idea. Shannon and Tall Trees and Father Forgive Me. Who would name their store Shannon and Tall Trees and Father Forgive Me, or is that 3 different places?
I hope it's 2 different places. Maybe they all bought each other out. It's like It's like when you drive by and you see I've seen Family Dollar and whatever the hell else they bought one time and Dollar Tree on one store.
Like Dunkin' Donuts, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
I guess so.
You drive just a little bit up north and you got those, and there's a gas station too. That is not anything that I would put on my Mount Rushmore. That looks
like a photo that was taken in the 1970s.
I did do a little research though to cut through this. If you're going around to the Metro Detroit area and you're trying to find a sandwich, there are 2 that have been on this list for 2 years in a row. They were.
It doesn't matter.
Find it. I don't look at this. Here's a Bang Me at Fuck Lucky. Bang Me at Fuck Low. Okay, here's one. This one has been on the list several years. The ham sandwich at Mike's Famous Ham in Detroit. It looks so simple. So now listen, it's either it can't be dry as fuck because they wouldn't be selling it. There's no mayonnaise, there's no nothing on here. It's literally a bun and ham. So that means that ham has to be so tasty and tender, and that bun has to be so good that they sell these.
I think they missed with the one.
You think?
Piece.
The little robot foodie that came in there and said, "My picture is going to be different than everyone else's." Or maybe if they do serve it like that, that's great because then you can eat that piece while it cools off.
This is like automated. This is automated sandwich making at its finest. This is what the.
Here's the other one, and we are going to eat this week, so I will be able to report on this next show.
Shawarma.
The best mixed shawarma sandwich at. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Hamido? In East Dearborn. Look at these meats. They have chicken on the right and meat. They don't even call it beef, which makes me nervous.
Chicken on the right and meat on the left.
Chicken on the right and meat on the left, yeah. So it's probably lamb beef mix, maybe, I would think, and rat and anything else that's not white meat. I don't know, dude. I'm not going to ask what it is because it's delicious and I want it. People claim this is the best shawarma. Look at that, dude. That's a great way to make meat. They shave it and it gets all crispy every cut. So yeah, my Mount Rushmore, French dip, shawarma, but I dip it in their little garlic white sauce, and I can't think of 2 more.
Specific.
I can't think of 2 more. Specific. I don't like ham sandwiches, but I would try that.
I mean, just a ham by itself, yeah. Except I want to take the piece off the top, take the bun off, put the piece back down, and put the bun back on top. Somebody missed the mark. Sure. Here, there's a better picture. Yeah, and I feel like it's like, sometimes when you get like a product and the label slightly off because the machine, didn't. It's like what
there? How's that? Is that a better picture? Same sandwich, same place.
Yeah, somebody fixed it. Yeah, they fixed it.
No, this is last year. They broke it.
Oh, they decided to make it different this year by putting a slice on top just to confuse everyone.
This one also has a slice of.
Are you supposed to eat it with it on top? I mean, is that?
Nah, I wouldn't eat it with it on top.
Is that just to try the ham before you?
See, that one must taste so good because that does not look good. That looks like a cartoon stuff.
It looks like the bread's going to be a bit too hard, and there's not enough meat in it. Yeah.
All grit. See, now that I like my middle of my sandwich should look like that. That's good.
It's smiling. It's happy.
So on the
Looks like a
sandwich
face.
kick, I got another sandwich segment before you go to yours. I'm going to cut in one more time because it goes with what I'm already doing.
Are you hungry? You want me to make you a sandwich?
I don't want any fucking sandwiches. What is it with you fixing fucking sandwiches?
Stupid fuck!
I don't know. It just became a thing somehow.
Uh-oh. Come on, load. August 31st, Eastern Market in Shed 5, the second annual Detroit Sandwich Party 2025, and Fladge Rants will be represented there with their peanut butter and jelly toasted. No, I have no idea. I just made up the last part about a sandwich, but I'm going to go there. I'm definitely going to be there on the 31st. Anything that's dedicated to sandwiches. Oh, hey, look at this guy's got the Mudgies. That's the Mudgies is where people say I have the best corned beef, but I don't think it's even close. The best place in corned beef is a little corner place in Detroit that's almost, I don't know, they're open just during lunch. Every time I try to go there, they're closed. Bucharest Grill has amazing chicken shawarma. See, now I
So you've been
I don't know why, but
comments.
I take Welders. No, I haven't been missing them. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've been missing them, Bob. I skipped the last one I skipped at was the ingredient advertisement for best viewers on Steam Boo. Are you going backwards? Yeah, that's smart. Go backwards down because there's other ones. So for some reason, I trust what Welder says about shawarma. Why is that?
Shawarma? Chicken shawarma. What is shawarma? It's just spice, right?
I have no idea. We should ask Ryan. He's our shawarma expert.
Club Po' Boy BLT and see, I would never order a Club Po' Boy because it's such a stupid name for a sandwich that I would never lower myself to saying something so dumb.
No, go back to dickheads. That you missed the comma. It's not a Club Po' Boy. It's a club. A Po' Boy. A BLT and is Reuben.
That's what I don't even know. Yeah, I hear the Po' Boy and it's I would never
is a
even
Reuben a corned beef with?
Is that supposed to be poor? It's a poor boy sandwich. It's a sandwich for a poor boy.
No. Po' Boy is like a bucket. It's a bread bucket. It's like a little folded pocket of bread, and you just pour whatever the fuck they have. Sometimes even like crayfish. You got to be careful when you order a Po' Boy. It could be anything from ham to bugs.
Okay.
No, I'm serious,
yeah,
dude.
that's exactly what I thought it was. Yeah, it's shit. Yeah,
it's like one of those Louisiana
things. Shit. Yeah,
no, it's whatever they.
It's a fucking potluck.
Whatever dredged up from the bottom of the river that day. So it could be good.
Whatever's going bad in the fridge.
I love sandwiches.
Bucharest goes great. I've been to Bucharest in quite a while.
Please join us August 31st at Eastern Market, Shed 5, for the second annual Detroit Sandwich Party.
You reserved a space?
I could call and get a space. I'm not going to pay money, but here's their sponsors. I'm pretty sure I just want to go eat. I don't want to make sandwiches. I just want to go. Who the fuck goes to a sandwich party and makes sandwiches?
Well, somebody has to make them. What are you talking about?
Well, sure, but the fuck is it? Is it gone?
Everybody's gonna have pre-made sandwiches? BYOS?
I don't take no orders from no woman, by the way.
Bring your own sandwich.
I don't take no orders from no women.
So they just go make me a sandwich.
Exactly.
All right, now you ready with your news tonight?
Am I?
Oh, no, keep going up the sandwich comments. I think we had one more.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna. Thank you.
You did.
You do it for me.
There's one thing that I learned, man.
A local sheriff is catching heat on social media for using food as punishment. That right there is the Warden Burger. Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones serves it to inmates in isolation. Our Courtney King sat down with the sheriff today about why he uses it. But Courtney, my question is, would he eat the burger?
If he didn't.
Rob, that was my first question for him. So not only
I
did
love
he say
this
he
fucking
would,
warden.
he
This warden's
did,
the
and we
shit.
have it all on camera. We're going to show you that in just a few minutes, or in a moment, actually.
Who
the sheriff
made
tells us
it,
that
though?
he's not
Did he
the
make it
only
for himself?
one that
'Cause
does
he's-
this, and that detention centers
Or
all
sheriff,
over the
warden,
country
whoever the
do
fuck
this.
he
And
is.
it is important to note that the burger is
Wait,
not
his name is
made
Sheriff
to be
Warden?
bad. We do
Or
have
he's
the
the
recipe
Sheriff
for it,
Warden?
and we'll put
'Cause
it on our website for you. It's
if
basically
you
a
name your
turkey
kid
burger.
Warden,
The sheriff
dude,
says
you
that
kinda
what's
set up
punishment
his
about it is that the inmate in
career path.
isolation gets that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day until they leave isolation. And like you said, he
Dude,
has
that
caught a
sounds
lot
just
of
like my
flack on
kid's
social
elementary
media
school.
about this. One person even calling him
If
a
their
disgusting
lunch
human.
bill became delinquent,
Disgusting. Look at this guy.
the
This guy's
lunch
the
bill
shit.
actually would give them a cold cheese sandwich and totally shame them in front of the whole
On Wednesday, we
cafeteria.
sat down with
Know
Butler
that they're poor, they couldn't pay their bill. It was disgusting. What is the? Are we going to find out what it is?
This is what the warden has to say about it, or the sheriff.
The State Department of Corrections is not my boss, so I basically don't give two what they think.
On Wednesday, we sat down with Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones and watched
saying that.
him
I just
eat
pray to God that I am.
It's no ordinary burger. It's what the sheriff
I'm
calls
in sync with his
Warden
ideals.
burger.
Otherwise, I'm in for a
So
world
you
of
have
hurt.
zero complaints about the Warden burger?
Me personally, no.
What is it?
Hell, I'm eating it now.
The sheriff tells us he's been serving it to inmates in isolation for all 3 meals for the last several years.
What
This
is
is jail. You don't get to choose. Your mommy and your dad and your Aunt Lily doesn't.
Do you
get
know if
to
your body
make
eats
your
the same thing
meals.
every day, you will crave
I'm
it?
Your aunt. I'm your grandpa.
I mean, as long as it's not killing you, it's, you can't
They
eat
give
piece
them
of wood.
optimal.
The
There's
sheriff says
vegetables in
inmates
it.
get
There's
put in
protein in
isolation
it.
for
Like
things
it's
fighting, and the burger
you know,
is an
It's
added
not.
punishment.
It's not like maggots. The
get in
white things
trouble
I see aren't
and you go
maggots
to
or
an
anything.
isolation cell. It's no different than your
No.
regular cell. And that's what you get.
Then
3
what is
times
the
a day, and
fucking
you get
problem
all the
with these
water you can
people?
drink. It's very nutritious.
And you know what I
It's
mean
good
when I
for you.
say
It has
these
lots of
people.
fiber in it.
I
Fiber
mean
is good for
inmates.
you, right?
Sheriff Jones says a diet.
The idea though is that it's all they eat, so they just get sick of it potentially, and that's part of the punishment.
Dietitian approved the burger, and it's not made to taste bad.
It's
The
got many
dietitian
ingredients.
approved
It's
it.
made with ground turkey, potatoes, carrots.
Ground turkey
it's
gives
got
you the
celery,
shits, dude.
It's got flour.
He says
They're
the
killing 2 birds
punishment
with one
is in
stone.
not
All that
having
plumbing,
variety.
it's all
Jones says
liquid.
inmates can be in isolation for up to 10 days at a time, which means they could eat up to 30 Warden burgers. Would you ever eat it for 3 meals a day?
Yeah. I'm easy to please on what I eat. I come from a generation that you eat whatever's in front of you.
He says he hopes the burger will make inmates think twice about acting out while in the Butler County Jail. Has it worked? Have you ever had someone in isolation be like, I'm never getting in trouble because I don't want that burger ever again?
Yeah, we've had people that leave. They always tell me they never want to eat that burger again. And this may be just a little piece that keeps you out of trouble, keeps you from hurting other people. And that's my goal here.
Well, so Jim Carrey has a comment.
So Rob, I think or Steve, if you guys could taste
Yeah,
test
we're
that
both-
and let us know what it tastes
fuck
like.
did
Cut
you
it in
go?
half, but just like you said, it does smell like a pizza.
Yeah, it does.
What? Why?
Too bad you have to go to jail to eat this. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we thank the sheriff for sending one back.
The
It's
guy on the
not
left
bad.
does not
I
like
don't-
it. He's
I don't
having a
think
hard
this is punishment. Would I want to eat it every day? Probably not. 3 meals a day?
I'm a former vegetarian, so I'm used to stuff like this. But actually, it's not
A
bad.
former vegetarian? He bailed
That was
on
a
it?
very,
turkey.
very
What do you mean?
interesting Story.
Why are you
Right?
comparing
and
turkey?
I'm glad to the sheriff's perspective. Because a lot of times when
I think just because the gritty and shittiness of it, he's like, yeah, this is very similar to vegetarian because it sucks.
And sorry, Mom, for talking with my mouth full.
I know. Tell me about it. Okay, so
Yeah, save that for the
weather-wise,
Brady and Drawer
the
show,
humid
asshole.
weather is returning.
Yes, it is. And
So, Jim Carrey, what do you think they should do to stop eating that sandwich?
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Right. What, the breaking the law to eat a sandwich?
They won't go to jail. They won't have to eat the sandwich if they stop breaking the law, asshole. That's all. I was just trying to make a... Sorry, that didn't land.
Well, not if you're throwing sandwiches. Then you become a fucking hero. Because Sandwich Guy has become a fucking hero. I don't know if you realize that. You never heard of the Subway Sandwich Guy? He's literally now a fucking Banksy style images of man throwing hoagie have appeared around town. That's my man.
Yep, that makes me think Subway staged the whole thing now. They
Yeah, but what you don't know is
Banksy
that
and
guy
the
actually is
officer. He's what? Say it.
I swear that he was. Didn't they say that he's like a fucking? He's in politics. They don't say that here. Hold on.
The guy that threw the sub.
Yeah. John Charles Dunn. Unless we're talking about somebody different, but I don't think it's somebody different.
What are the chances that 2 guys threw a fucking Subway sub at a federal officer?
He's a Department of Justice lawyer.
Yeah.
Former U.S. Department of Justice employee. Former as like currently former or former prior to this incident?
Did you say incident?
And that's my speech impediment.
Oh, then I can't make fun of
Definitely
it if you
my-
actually have a speech. Did we already do ham and corned beef
seems like
sandwiches?
the
They're only good when the
alcohol
meat is
has
sliced
something
thin.
to do with it.
Dude, you should see the look on my fucking butcher and deli because I go to Hollywood Markets. It's kind of it's a deli on the left and a butcher on the right. When I get to the deli and I say I want my meat shaved, they lose their mind. And then they do.
laugh?
They give me such a hard time. They're like, it doesn't taste any. I'm like, yes, it does. It's all about service area. And then the woman has
I just laugh at that. I want my meat shaved, and it's like, fuck, dude, you got some weird fetishes.
I do want my meat shaved, but that's not what they look at me like. They don't want to do it. It's like I'm putting them out. And then the woman actually said, when I tell her it's more surface area, there's more flavor, she goes, turkey doesn't taste like anything anyways. Like I go there to be treated like shit, but their meat is really good. So I like it when they shave my meat.
They get mad at you
I agree.
for requesting. They just don't want to do the work, or they're appalled that you're making the request to their turkey.
So there's two different attitudes. The old lady there, and I'm calling them out, and I'm ranting about it. She will literally put her hand on her side and be like, and then look at me for a while, and like a lot of men probably go, all right, fine, cut it however you think is best.
Right.
The other guy's attitude is he'll go, yes, sir. And he'll go, how's this? And he'll give me a nice little piece to taste to see. And when I say shaved, it's like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters thick. Because he always knows I'm going to say, no, I want it shaved. I want it so it just piles. He's like, well, it's going to fall apart. I'm like, yep. I want to pile it high. I want cheese to meld in with it. It's good. I mean, am I the only one that likes shaved meat? I'm sorry. Am I the only one that likes my meat shaved?
No, I mean, I know my dad will do that, but he usually will go, where are you going, to an actual deli? Like,
yeah,
because my dad will do that at like Kowalski.
They just turn a dial a little different. That's all. The only difference.
No, I mean, is this the grocery store deli, or this is a deli?
I've got them out already. It's Hollywood Market.
Yeah, so it's just a grocery store.
No. They're a meat deli that just so happens to have
so is Kroger.
Groceries attached.
Kroger's got a meat deli too.
No.
If you're going to Kowalski, that's a different story.
Please
if you're just
comment.
going to,
if you're in the Metro Detroit area,
they can do it.
Is a step above. They have one of the best meats without going actually to Eastern Market.
Yeah, they do have good meat. They do have good meat.
And the grocery, I've never actually bought groceries there because if I ever have to, even I get a pack of buns, everything is 3 times the
buns.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
Bunned
a good
up.
turkey. I like turkey. I would never eat bologna. I
like
would go
turkey.
hungry or just eat the bread and cheese before I eat bologna.
I used to go to Bagger Dave's quite often when there was the one off of Hall Road in Shaner. Nice. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like that you could kind of choose what you wanted on your burger just via a little fucking like Keno card. And randomly one time I decided to get the turkey burger. And I ate it, and it literally because I would get it with a fried egg, I get barbecue sauce on it, I get lettuce, whatever.
Just thinking about it.
And it tasted exactly the same. There was no difference between.
It tastes a little more sausagey because of the sage.
I didn't really notice a big difference with my concoction that I would eat it, and so I never.
Maybe my head added the poultry seasoning because it was turkey, but I was like, yeah, this tastes good, but it tasted more like a breakfast sausage than a burger. But dude,
I don't know. But I went there for a year. I went there for quite a while, and that was like I never not got a turkey after that.
Ground turkey.
There was some about it. Now there's a establishment.
Get deathly diarrhea afterwards.
No, there's an establishment I've been to recently that's similar, and they have the option of a turkey, and I have not done the turkey, mainly because they have bison, and so I choose the bison.
When I was in my 30s, man, we went on a health kick. Jenny O, ground turkey. Blah.
Jenny O.
Fucking,
who's that bitch? Jenny Craig.
That one bitch.
You want a Jenny Craig diet? Is that what you're trying to say?
Before we leave YouTube, I have that one bitch.
You went on the Jenny.
Hassenpfeffer? What's Hassenpfeffer?
Please.
Fix me Hassenpfeffer.
Please.
Here it is, Hassenpfeffer.
Please.
Where's my Hassenpfeffer?
Uh-oh. Why isn't it up? The fuck?
That's on you.
Gary.
The
Here, it's all your
biggest
fault.
physics stories that's currently unfolding is
Hold on a
that dark
second.
energy isn't
Wait a minute.
constant. Just the other week,
I got an idea. I can fix this. I'm gonna fix this. Give me 1 second.
Fix it, then. Fucking fix it.
All right, I got it.
stories that's currently
go.
unfolding is that dark energy isn't
Is
constant.
this what she used to look like?
The other week, we talked about
I don't know
how
what you
this
mean.
is now supported by multiple experiments, contrary to my
Now I
expectations.
don't believe her.
As some of you
It's
noticed,
funny.
I've been very vague.
She looked like
with
this. I
implications
don't believe
for
what
our
she's saying now.
understanding of the universe, because so far,
So, yeah,
we've
she's just making
seen
this
the
shit up.
data analyses. But
She's not an
this
expert.
week, I came across a group of physicists
Gross.
who
Why would she
stunningly
do that?
enough
She did a squirt. She
found that
squirted.
the data is neatly
Oh, that-
compatible with
Whoa,
string
dude.
theory.
Whoa.
Yes, you heard that right. And they say
Oh,
the
okay, we heard it
universe
right,
will recollapse, after which there could be another Big Bang. Let's have a look. Had you asked a string theorist in the 1980s what the cosmological constant is, I'm pretty sure they'd have said it's negative. This is because string theory really only works in universes with a negative cosmological constant. But then in the 1990s, observations showed that the cosmological constant is positive. Ever since, string theorists have tried to make their theory compatible with that.
Positive,
And
you
I've
say?
always
Yeah,
wondered why
yeah.
they didn't just double down on it
What?
and insist that the cosmological constant is actually negative. Because personally, I've never found
She's
the evidence
hot.
all that convincing. Yes, there wasn't Nobel Prize for it, but okay, maybe I should have been more convinced.
I
In any
couldn't
case,
fix her
things
hair,
are
though.
changing. Up
I
until a year
tried to
ago, we
fix
thought
her
dark
hair. I
energy
couldn't
behaves
fix
like
her
this
hair.
positive cosmological constant. That makes the expansion of the universe accelerate without end. Galaxies drift apart, stars run out of fuel, collapse to black holes, and the black holes evaporate in the unimaginably far future. The universe doesn't so much end as
No,
fade away
it
towards a state
doesn't.
of maximal entropy. It's called the heat
Transfers
death. Because another way to say that
into
entropy is
potential
maximal is that all free energy has been converted to
energy.
heat. Alas, it'll be at temperatures near absolute zero. That's theoretical physics for you, where heat death happens at near absolute zero. But then in the past year, we've seen several different experiments finding that dark energy actually isn't constant, but it's getting weaker. The data come from the Dark Energy Survey, from the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument DESI, and more recently also from the South Pole Telescope.
More
The
entropy.
mismatch with a constant dark energy is currently somewhere in the range of 3 to 4 sigma. It's too early to say it's serious, but it's
I'd say
definitely
4.5
curious. The Hubble
sigma.
tension started like this as well, and now it's at more than 6 sigma. But if dark energy is not a cosmological
6
constant, then
sigma,
what is
you
it?
say?
Well, if you need dark energy to change in time, you need some sort of field, and fields in physics are made of particles. That means we need some particles to do the job. One of the best motivated candidates are axions. They could also make up dark matter, which is an extra bonus, and they appear in almost every string model. Axions have very small masses, and this makes it difficult to detect them at particle colliders. They just go through the
bothers me
defect
with
and
all this,
disappear,
though, is
leading to tiny
everything
energy
she's
that we
saying
wouldn't
is
notice in the
completely
measurement of
theoretical.
The bottom line is that axions are compatible with everything we know. The authors of
What's
the new paper
crazy
now show
is
that a
'cause
super light
more than
axion
likely
will have
at some
almost constant
point
energy
there
density
is gonna
today, however,
be,
change in time just enough to fit the data.
like,
The
a
most
last
interesting thing about the
human.
theory, though, is not the axion
Like,
itself.
there's gonna be
It's
one
that the
last
best fit
human
to the data
alive,
is
and
in
it's
combination
gonna
of
be
axion
like
and
Smith.
negative
I saw that
cosmological
movie.
constant. What happens is that as the
Yeah.
universe grows,
That's
the
gonna be
contribution
real,
from
though,
the
but
axion
not with
dilutes,
Will
but the
Smith.
negative constant does not. Eventually, the negative constant begins to dominate. Then the expansion of the universe stalls and the recollapse begins. With the current best fit numbers, the turnaround would occur roughly 13 billion years from now, and the big crunch about 20 billion years later. That places the total lifetime of the universe at around 33
I don't know, it'd have to
billion
be a
years.
pretty
So by that
stupid
reckoning, we
human.
are already in the cosmic middle age. By the way, this video comes with a quiz that lets you check how much you
Whoa,
remember. A negative
now.
cosmological constant
Whoa.
also
Yeah, I like
revives the
that.
dream
That's
of
a little
sleep. Wait, this
better.
video comes with a
Fuck. Just a little messy. Why is messy hair so much more attractive on a woman? They need to know
Not,
this,
so
or maybe they
not
should
her
know this.
original messy hair.
No, I'm just saying this is not. This is. I
So
don't know
let's
what
check
just
how much you
happened.
remember. A negative cosmological constant also revives the dream
That
of
was much
scientific universe
better.
with recurring big bangs. Various models for this have been proposed, from
I'm
quantum
gonna
gravity
come.
effects to collisions of higher dimensional brains. Every one of them first needs the universe to turn around, and that's exactly what a negative cosmological constant ensures.
Oh,
Collapse alone does
sorry,
not guarantee
never
a balance,
mind,
but
it's
it makes
back.
one far more plausible. What are we to make of this? I give it a 6 out of 10 on the bullshit meter. This is because
See, on her bullshit meter, I think that her hair. This is her good hair day. This is her as a woman. She's like, I'm killing it. Her hair is perfect
No.
to her today.
No.
Yeah, I think so. And the other one, her hair,
Terrible.
she had a bad hair day, but it really actually looks way better.
if you have more flexibility in
it
your model,
looks-
it's
it's
easier
too
to fit the
short.
data, so that model is not so super
Oh,
convincing.
it's definitely
However,
too
it seems
short.
possible to me that
Or is it
eventually
just tucked
this model
behind
might
her
come out
ears
to
or some
super that
shit?
having dark energy and dark matter.
No,
would be
she
separate
definitely
things.
has
So if
short
these guys are right, then
hair.
the universe will end in about 33 billion years. Just enough time to finally reply to that reviewer from 2009. I'm not the trusting kind. I don't like it if companies keep track of my whereabouts and God knows what else.
Yeah, it's more like a 70s mom. It's more like your hair almost right now.
Whoa. 70s mom? Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
No, just
I haven't
because
changed my
you're more
hairstyle.
floofy. You're kind of more floofy up top right now.
I do. It's the
Got some
it's the
volume.
humidity. It's the
That's what I'm
humidity.
saying. That's kind of what that shit
Makes it look
reminded me of.
fake. This is all real. This is all me. But yeah, it gets moppy. I just cut it 2 weeks ago. I'm not cutting my hair every 2 weeks in the summer. And I'm not just shaving it off so I don't have to cut it. I'll just be feminine and floofy, but I'm not foofy. Yeah. I'm floofy. I'm not foofy. Foofy is a Minnesota Vikings cheerleader. I got some Gary. Should we play Gary on YouTube?
I don't know. I've got like another news story involving buses. I got two news stories involving buses. I've got the dead tattoo. I've got stuff that's YouTube friendly, but we can go over to Rumble. It doesn't matter. I got some cunt who gets pissed off for stupid reasons. Got some jackass. Got some other fuckface.
Gary, if you want to comment on your video,
I got more sandwich. I got a couple more sandwich things. Got some Armada Fair. Some brief Armada Fair update.
Well,
rest in peace to the Armada Fair this year.
What do you mean?
The kid can go back to parking on his street now.
That probably brings in so much money. That's probably where they get most of their money, except a couple factories. They shouldn't knock it. The residents shouldn't knock it. They should lean into it.
This is an automatic screwdriver. That's cool, dude. It operates on its own. Is it battery powered? Solar powered?
I wish I knew. I think it's a ghost.
Obviously, something is turning it.
It could just be vibrating. I've seen weird shit vibrate. Whoever put the screw in their hole there, maybe. I've
seen weird shit vibrate. Me too.
I've seen weird shit do weird shit while vibrating. Like get hooked on a loop and start, spinning for no reason just because of the frequency. Oh, I got this. We got to talk about this. I know you probably have it in your feed somewhere.
What is it?
I can also tell you, and this might sound crazy, but based on our investigations and stuff,
we need a Joe Rogan bumper
that we've seen. Okay, there is definitely something that I think would rival what we know currently with physics, and a tech that potentially is out there that we don't have the ability to reproduce, because it would basically be like dropping a cell phone right off back during the time of maybe cavemans. So like we just don't have the tech
cavemans
yet. What I can also tell you is based on
there's some people that fancy themselves as intellectuals
with the congressional hearings, but I was actually able to ask some of the witnesses, what are these things? And they keep saying interdimensional. And then when you talk about the interdimensional aspect of, are these things pre-existing, maybe outside of what we currently know as our own dimension? That stuff can kind of all sound crazy, but at the end of the day, my job as an investigator is to receive all the information, decipher it, and then ultimately from a congressional aspect, if you do have contractors that are withholding information or operating outside of the purview of the federal government, there's budgetary issues, but there's definitely something that I can tell you with confidence that exists that we don't know how to explain currently.
Your logic was impeccable, Captain.
It operates outside our understanding of physics. What specifically are you saying? Like what happened?
To I guess break it down in simple terms is that I think that some of the tech that exists, that whatever these things have, these energy things have,
energy things?
Well, they call them interdimensional beings. I think that they can actually operate through the
said
time
that
spaces
already.
we currently have, and that's not something that I came up with on my own. That's
I think he just wanted her to double down on it.
We've been told, and then also too, I think that there's this historical aspect of, this gets into.
Yeah, but no, he said, "What did you mean by interdimensional beings?" And she said, "Well, these things are interdimensional beings," like period, and then moved on. What did you mean by that?
What now?
What I meant by that is what I meant, you dumbass. Now look at me, I'm hot,
right?
And I'm going to continue talking.
I know. I feel like she's a slip away from dropping like a like such as at some point. I feel like
when people are scripted too, or they have a plan of something to say, when you ask them a question like that, they repeat the same thing because they don't know how to go off script. Right. She's like, I'm supposed to say interdimensional being and then move on to the classified section of my spiel.
Deeper theories and concepts of religion, and I think the history that we currently know.
But
and
what she's
and
implying
kind
is
of
the government.
you have the modern day Bible. You have this aspect of Bibles that are books of the Bible that
communicating with things outside of our time and space.
I think that we're in a time and age where you have such a vast amount of information that we have access to via social media, via your cell phone, via the internet, and so it's really changing the way that we understand, the origins of life and the spiritual reality that we know.
When you
currently.
say interdimensional beings, that they know that these are interdimensional.
He's going to do this again?
Yeah.
That so based on testimony.
See, he doubled down. He's like, okay, so when you say interdimensional beings twice, what exactly did you hear them say they mean that by?
Would be based on witnesses that have come forward, but what I can tell you,
You're never guess what she's gonna say. Okay, that's fact. That's it.
That these are interdimensional beings. How?
origins of life and the spiritual reality that we know.
When you
currently.
say interdimensional beings, that they know that these are interdimensional beings. How do they know that?
How do they know that?
So based on testimony would be based on witnesses that have come forward, but what I can tell
So
you
the
is
witnesses just were told that they were
that
interdimensional?
they've seen things. And what I can tell you without getting into classified conversations is that there have been incidences that I believe where very credible people have reported that there have been movement outside of time and space.
That's very vague.
Yeah. So look,
Unfortunately.
yeah. Look, have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. Is there historical significance to this? Yes. Is there multiple
But wait,
events?
she just said if there was a cell phone back in caveman time, they blah blah blah. Could it be that she's just below the level of knowledge of the engineering that she's witnessing?
She gathers the evidence, and then whatever she said, she does with the evidence.
But have I seen a portal? No. Have I seen a spaceship? No. Have I seen evidence? Yes.
And I was like,
His next question should be, what is that evidence?
Go back
And her next
to,
answer
I would argue,
is-
Because
maybe even before the time of Christ that have documented this in text. Yes. So do I believe that the government has access to certain
Does she have documentation of this evidence in text? Yes.
technology?
I
Yes,
don't
to
know
an
how you get
extent. I believe
evidence
that
of
certain
anything in
contractors
text.
potentially have back
That's
engineered this
hearsay.
tech. I think that that's what can explain the advancements that we're seeing. But I also believe that this is a dangerous level of hidden information from the American people, because if you have an aspect of the federal government, which I can tell you, I, with 2 other members of Congress, were denied access
She's
to
a
information at Eglin Air
representative,
Force Base pertaining to
by
whistleblowers
the way.
because of the fact, and we can get into that story and what happened at Eglin in a second, but we were denied access to people
So-
that we don't have security clearance or the read-in authority on a
Her
special
job
access
is to
program.
represent
That's a
us.
problem because I'm supposed to represent and be an investigative body, and you have
Yeah.
then people who are unelected that are operating basically in secrecy, and that's a problem. I can also
The problem is by their business model, they have to operate in secrecy because they deal in intelligence where the people that have the intelligence have the leverage. So her saying that is either planned and scheduled or completely naive and,
Shut up, bitch!
right. Right. I had some Travis Kelce shit, but that's I can't do that.
Travis Scott. Kelsey.
Yeah, Travis Kelce. He's dating some famous white singer. I can't think of her name.
I don't know. Who cares?
But look, he did a GQ cover spread where he said, "I want to look natural." I'm not going to highlight any of them. You can go to all his pictures. Just Google Travis Kelce GQ.
Weird.
But there's 2 that I have a problem with. The one he's holding an alligator, but he's got this hat on. The one in the middle, you see him right in the middle there. I probably can't even zoom in. And the other one that bothers me is in the middle of the ocean with a construction yellow high visibility vest on.
Yeah.
I don't.
So he can be seen while swimming across the channel.
Here's a couple with some boa constrictor. Oh, wait.
You've
there's
obviously
Taylor-
never swam across the channel before.
There's Taylor Swift. Oh, no, wait. That's a snake.
Who?
The Adam and Eve story. Oh, look. There's even a better one in the ocean with a Stetson hat on. I just.
Look how hot he is. Look how
Dude.
sexy.
They
So
won.
hot.
In my opinion, they won. Like the whole being manly or just having any type of strength as a man has been turned into this patriarchal, you're just a horrible person. This is the epitome of men. He's got to go to Rumble because
You love him?
No, see, I don't even hate him. I'm indifferent to him, but I'm offended as a man.
Why are you gay?
This cuck loser, fucking coward, cuck loser.
Look at this one. He's on waders on top of a storage container.
Because he's a cuck, fucking loser, coward.
I think if the water got up high enough to be on there, the waders are you're not really worried about your feet getting wet if you're on top of a storage container and the water's that high.
I think somebody else is fucking Taylor Swift also. Taylor Swift is fucking everybody.
Whoa.
It doesn't matter.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
What do you think? No, never mind. Taylor Swift is fine. She's a fine artist.
Fine? You think she's?
Oh no, I don't. I think she's so plain with no curves. She looks more like a little boy, and people that find her attractive are probably on the borderline of the pedia. I don't know how people like, unless they have great personalities. I don't know, but how people like little girls that look like a little board, little flat boy.
Yeah, no
They always wear
TNA.
shorts.
Speaking of TNA, you wouldn't get this reference, but
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
rest in peace.
The more I learn about Hulk Hogan, he was not a good guy. Apparently,
He was a great man. He just made mistakes. Haven't you? The Lord
I have.
asked
But
for
I cannot compare him to his mistakes. The worst one that I don't like, though,
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
I mean,
even worse
if you
than
would
getting sexual with his daughter, allegedly.
if you asked him what his response to that today would be, I'm sure he would tell you.
What you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll probably just tell on him like he used to do. Go narc to Vince McMahon.
Doing a set in a comedy club in New York or LA. It wasn't, some big festival. It was just literally making a dumb video in my backyard. It took me less, a minute and a half from time that I thought of what to say, said it, recorded it, and started uploading it. That was the thing that changed it. And those moments are out there. You just got to be willing to just put yourself out there and do it.
That's the only difference.
That sucks.
There's no talent. You don't have to be funny. You don't have
That
to take any
sucks. That's
time to
where
write
you
it.
come,
You're just
yeah.
going to take a minute and a half and put yourself out there.
What about 4 hours?
I used to love that guy. Now all I can think is, what a dick.
Yeah, right. I used to work really hard, and I worked on a stand-up routine, and I was mediocre, didn't get out of local clubs, and then I decided to take my weird look and just make a couple of YouTube videos, and I didn't really think of anything. I just kind of took 15 seconds and just said some random shit.
We can do it
That
too.
works.
We can
Yeah,
do
that
it
works
too.
perfectly. Yeah, we doing the turd kick. Hey, what are you doing today, Brady? I can't wait to get fed.
I can fly.
Why do you got to do this with your hands? I don't understand.
I don't know either.
We should have saved that for Rumble.
I'm not sure what you mean. I had an itch. I was just scratching myself.
I had 2 itches. My elbows were itching.
My wife and I would be across a party or anywhere, and whenever somebody did something, all we'd have to do is go like a little chest bump, but with our hand turned a little, and we'd hear the whole dee-dee-dee.
I told you this
is great. Such a great connection.
Story about how I saw at my parents' house. They
oh no,
a mom walking around with the kid had to be like 14, 13, 12, and the arm was like was tied down like to the waist. It was like this rope that went around the waist, and it was holding
so crazy. You mean it had to be?
I don't know. My brother and I were sitting in my truck smoking weed, and they come walking by, and so we just sit there because they came. We're sitting facing this way, and so they came this way, so they had no idea we were sitting in the car, and the whole time we're able to just watch them the whole, So we're just kind of making fun of it because they're like, oh, was she trying to train it to make it, like, is it some kind of training device to train the arm to sit flat? Otherwise, it just wants to pop right back up. Like,
yeah,
I think that's what it was.
Handsy feely.
Homemade training device.
What do you
That just
think,
seems
Gary?
kind of weird.
Boy,
Who's this asshole? He's awful
show
red.
as always. I noticed
my
last
God,
time I was
he's
a little
purple.
too quiet, so I decided to change the volume manually. So today the topic is tender, so I've got a Mount Rushmore for you.
Oh, good lip smack.
What's
The one thing
Mount Rushmore
is they are not ranked 1 through 4. It is just
they're
the
not?
4.
All I know is Route much
What's the dog
more
doing?
up there, man.
What the dog doing? My tender Mount Rushmore is as follows.
You can't not put them on the
Legal
Mount Rushmore just because of
tender.
how influential they are.
Beef tenderloin, pork tenderloin. Now, there's a big difference there. Keep in mind,
Yeah.
you know, one's
Two different
filet
animals,
mignon
yeah.
and the other's pork chops.
But two different animals.
And I want to say, "Love
Meat.
Me Tender,"
Both of them are meat
like
though.
the song from the beginning of the show. Yeah, we'll go with that. So, another topic I wanted to bring up is my catchphrase, my closing statement: "As above, so below."
Why the fuck are you yelling?
So a lot of people wonder what that is. It's from Hermetic teachings, from mystery school, ancient wisdom. And it's less about the position of things and more about scale. So I always use the example, an atom looks like a solar system, looks like a galaxy, but there's more like that. You could talk about the dimensions, you know, it's a square is a cube, you know, they are across dimensions, you know, similar items. But think about a living cell. Every cell of my body has the genetic information to make my entire body. As above, so below.
Does it though?
That's a claim.
It has
We'll
the
have to-
genetic information to have made your body, but I don't know if it has the genetic information to currently make your body.
Why you
It
think
has
that
enough
there's some
information
kind
to
of senescence?
sustain your
unable to-
currently made body. It's like you're saying your cells could just create another you right there, just because it wants to.
Another thing about Tender, I was thinking like Fender Stratocaster or Tinder.
You're not understanding that I couldn't care any
It's
less.
like Grinder for straight people.
I don't give a crap about that.
Roll the clip, Brady.
That's all. That's what he had. He had a one-liner. He's gonna be that guy on the. That could be his gimmick. He should do that. He should do just a bunch of shorts where he sits down, takes a sip of his beverage, says a random some dumb shit, takes a sip of his beverage, gets back up, and leaves.
Look at those eyelashes.
Look how beautiful he is.
Shit. Holy shit.
Look at those lips. Those are full. Very full lips.
Why does he
Look at
hide
that
those
one- look at that
eyelashes
one
behind
wild
his
beard hair.
ultimatum? I'm sorry, that came right from the heart.
You did. You see, you're yelling like he was. Look at that top left of his mustache.
sorry.
There's that
Let
one
me try
wild
that
hair
again.
that's just kind of doing its own thing.
First of all, your mouth isn't open nearly enough for what I need.
That is so hot. Yeah, I just want to put my.
That'd be like a butthole fuck. I don't like it all that. I don't like it that tight. Wait. Why are you gay?
Oh, we're still on YouTube. Never mind. That's for the Rumble only segment.
Oh.
Where we
Sorry,
play Dick or Dildo, but we actually show it.
Ooh, on second thought, not Love Me Tender, Chicken Tenders.
Why is he out?
Yeah.
Why is he slow? Oh, that's all he had? That's it?
No, there's one more. These are quick.
When I see him in
My
video,
thumb
I'm
is
like,
a little tender. I think I'm going to lose the nail.
and that's it? Oh.
You're not going to lose the nail.
I feel like when I see his videos, I feel like I'm a child who had a absentee father in his life, and he comes back, and I'm like, oh my god, and then he leaves again really quick, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like when I used to break up with my girlfriends and then want them back and like stalk their trailer park and sit outside their window and see a glimpse of them walk through the living room naked, I'd be like, there they are. But then nothing would ever happen. I
Then
get
the
what you're
police
saying.
came by, and you're like, oh.
No, not in the trailer park. They're not allowed in there.
Unless called.
Unless called, right. That's where we always hang out. Fuck yeah. Duh. We didn't even live there.
The Brady story.
And none of the stop signs are like nothing is legit. So you don't. I mean, it's like an on your honor rule.
Yeah,
system.
actually,
No wonder everything
technically
breaks down.
in shopping, like Like when you drive by the grocery store and there's like the stop signs and those aren't actually official stop signs. They're not.
Yeah.
Of legal tender.
My next thing is mostly all Rumble. I can't think of anything else except to play us off of Rumble.
I've got stuff that's not Rumble, but
Yeah, well-
I don't. Then I'd have nothing for Rumble.
Well, then we'll go to Rumble. I'm going to play us out with this if I can find it in enough time. This is awesome. Haven't done one of these in a while.
What is it?
Yeah, Jesus don't stack, megaliths rise, cuneiform scratches, tell ancient lies, nothing turn to stuff, balls bounce, magic time, currents change, information climbs, bootstraps pulled, superstition creeps, cryptids hide where the controversy sleeps, drugs and lies in the holes we dig, aliens sketch a matrices big, homuncular problems, creeps in the dark, Christmas burns bright, space leaves a mark, we pass with the occult, money on the mind, machinations spinning,
I had the volume boost still on from Gary.
Flows, quality of superfluous, water dash grows, whiskey and hats, dirt pants, people play, shenanigans, choices, fools every day, Sizzy G lines with giants align, paradox chance, spin them in the divine, waves in the signals, metaphysics deep, parsimony cuts, rough shot feet, colors conspiracy 1776, opposites agency, senescence mix, art with logic, ambiguity sings, concilious tessellation and masturbationings, rewind, 69 shine, Septuagint strings and versions in line, in the liminality, symbiosis blooms, runes, osmosis, numbers fill rooms, light in the metal, set in the fire,
Had to make it rhyme.
higher, Dave, son of incredulity, try, topic zombies, go, con, apathy, fly, amen, rubbish, bussin', stupid, pre-atomized chant with antediluvian cupid, divinity, reality, orientation, bent, intention, convention, constitutional spend. Fladge Rants live Monday 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, draw slides, proxy plays, helpmate duty, decoy maze, monad hole, key split edge, overhead voices, vestige pledge. Succubus kiss, toast that sender, final word, tender.
Disclaimer, the unfiltered and crude proclamation of jabber speech. Gibber, folks, listen up. Before we dive gibber into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Gibber, look, we're here for a good time, not a gibber-correct time, all right? In this crazy world, we're snowflakes, applesauce, and jabber critic. We're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So, here Jabber, Article I, let's get jabber. The sole gibber of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny ball, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is gibber accidental. Article 2, jabber everyone equally. We're equal gibber offenders, all right? We don't give a hoot about your gibber, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs. We're here to roast everyone from politicians to gibber to our own sorry selves. No gibber safe, not even grandma's apple pie. Article 3, screw political jabber. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or jabber anything. So if our jabber offend you, tough luck. We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or gibber feelings. But hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of gibber. Article I gibber, fake news alert. The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here as gibber is a $3 bill. Any resemblance to real life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely gibber and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the earth is round, but jabber, who cares? Article B, jabber cause why not? Parody and gibber are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a jabber. We might not be the smartest gibber in the job, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble. So, in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a gibber, then congrats, you're our kind of people. We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes, spread some jabber joy, and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time. So buckle up, buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd gibber of our humor while Fladge Rants live.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.